Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages. Welcome to the stream. Who have we got here today? We have Pamela Jean. Hi. B. Freeman. How you doing? Happy Mama's Day. Yeah. It's supposed to be 100 here today. Wow. Hey, Squirrel Sniper. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm ratting most evening at the moment around the new chicken pens. What's ratting? I don't know what that is. Getting rid of rats. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Squirrel Sniper, Pamela Jean. Good to see you all here. So we'll wait for people to roll in. Hopefully the notification got out. I'm going to try to start to do a preview video so that people know that I'll be starting up. Good breakfast. Nice. So you got laying hens, do you, Squirrel? That'd be cool. I'd love to have them here, but the neighbor down below me would really complain with all the chicken feathers and poop and all that. Yeah, wherever he is. Maximus is doing good today. He went for a couple walks down the hall. Hey, Nina, how you doing? So I'm going to open up the panel. If anyone wants to pop up and chat, I'd appreciate it. Happy Mother's Day, Nina. Absolutely. I have to go over to YouTube and pin this. So we're going to take a look at the Philadelphia experiment from a different perspective. Toth says was in chat and says he knows quite a bit about it. That's awesome. Why don't you come up and talk about it, Toth? That'd be awesome. Hey, Temperance, haven't seen you for a while. Where you been? All right. Blasting rats. Kind of like squirrels, not entirely sure why, but I just like the critters. I also like the meat. So I have little room to talk. Yeah. Maybe they're Philadelphia, Delphi. Oracle met the Hadron Collider. Not yet. That's a good idea, though, Max. Batmans are very young and need about 2 months to settle in before laying. Okay, cool. Rats suck. We get some big ones around here, too, sometimes. We get a lot of mice, little teeny mice. But they don't let the cats out anymore, so we have an overabundance of rodents. I think that's done on purpose, of course, but, who knows? Okay. There we go. Let's get started at the Philadelphia experiment. So let's read a little brief from Wiki. The Philadelphia experiment was an alleged claimed event to have been witnessed by an ex-merchant mariner named Carl M. Allen at the United States Navy's Philadelphia Naval Shipyard in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, United States. Sometime around October 28, 1943, Allen described an experiment where the U.S. Navy attempted to make a destroyer escort class ship, the USS Eldridge, disappear, and the bizarre result that followed. The story first surfaced in late 1955 when Allen sent a book full of handwritten annotations referring to the experiment to the U.S. Navy Research Organization. And a little later, a series of letters making further claims to a UFO book writer. Allen's account of the event is widely understood to be a hoax. Several different and sometimes contradictory versions of the alleged experiment have circulated over the years in paranormal literature and popular movies. The U.S. Navy maintains that no such experiment was ever conducted, with the details of the story conducted, well established facts about the USS Eldridge, and the physics the experiment is claimed to be based on are non existent. They tell us the origins of the Philadelphia experiment originated in 55. Sent a package of marked Happy Easter containing a copy of Morris Kay's book, The Case of the UFO Unidentified Flying Objects, to the U.S. Naval Research. Okay. The book was filled with handwritten notes in the margins, written in 3 different shades of dark blue ink, appearing to detail a debate amongst 3 individuals, only one of whom is given a name, Jemmy. They commented on Jessup's idea about the propulsion for flying saucers, discussed alien races, and expressed concerns that Jessup was too close to discovering their technology. Commenters referred to each other as just gypsies and discussed 2 different types of people living in outer space. So that's really not relevant that much to ours. It may come in later on as relevant. I don't know for sure. Hi, Pamela. How are you doing? Good to see you. Maybe a rifle in a caliber. Again, if anybody wants to join up, chat. The links should be pinned up top. Let's see if it is. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So the Philadelphia experiment was pretty much said to do a bunch of electromagnetic, uh, kind of EMF and radiation. Hey, the realist, how you doing? Radiation experiments. We're using radar and other equipment. So we took a look at that last night. I have looked at the Philadelphia experiment before. That's not in question. But we just looked at the experiment as an observer. Last night we did something a little different. You can look at these same places, but do a different type of question. It all depends on what you're asking. That's why I try to be so specific with the questions I ask, because it makes a huge difference as to what your responses are. So last night, it was the Philadelphia experiment. See what was not shown to us or which was hidden in this experiment. So I don't know if the Navy's ever admitted that they actually did the experiment, but there is a lot of chatter about it. Now let me go to my channel because I wanted to pull up your responses. That'll take me a moment. What we did get at was quite a lot about the mind. Let's see. Stilts, crystal ball, where are we? Okay, we're in it. Perfect. Almost. Okay. Let's see. Something, yeah, okay. So, go back a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Scotty Boy was in first with tacos. I don't know what the tacos are related to. Are there a lot of Mexican workers there or something? I don't know. Let's see. So, yeah, we got the idea of the mind out of a lot of this stuff. So, trucks with red sand, we didn't quite get. I don't know. Maybe they put something in the bottom of the boat. Uh, I wonder if they gave it like land or something, like put earth in there as part of the experiment. I'll share with you guys where I am here. Some people do eat rats, yes. Something fluffy and white. Guy in a hood. Sunken eyes. Is that the Reaper? This would be ocean. Something underground. I don't know what that is. A bug. And then there was a lot of different places. There was like Thailand, Aztecs, a bunch of different locations. And it was said that it did kind of disappear, or at least some of the people did some moving around. Um, Bright lights, dark outside, but it was done during the day, right? Interesting. Fish in a volcano. Big fish in a volcano. So there we go again. Greenland, climbing the Alps, a lot of different locations. I wonder if some of these sailors weren't sent all over the place. Rusty shacks on stilts. Shacks on stilts. I don't get that. Anyone got any reference to that? A large gathering of bright spectacle to view. United Nations, NATO, bad, bad, bad. These are just responses from the destination last night. The Hunger Games feeling. Crystal ball, stilts. Very interesting responses. I have to move it along a bit to get the rest. Vortex. That's an interesting one. You sunk my battleship. But what I was wondering last night is if the effects that happen are more about the mind than the actual technology. Like the technology would be important, but are they using the technology to do something with the mind, make the mind manifest? Can they use this to manifest like small scale reality, like small points of reality projected by the mind of the people in the experiment? Because not the same thing happened to everybody, at least in the stories we heard. You farting, B. Freeman? Um, the stories we hear of different people having different experiences, some of them melting into the um, deck of the ship, some of them disappearing, some of them still running around, or some of the stories. Well, the red sand was an introduction in the remote viewing session. Yeah, squirrels, you got to stew them for a long time. Really stringy. Yeah, the sand is interesting. It's some type of an earth component they're putting in there. I'm not sure. So let's see if there was anything else you guys said. It was a crazy destination. Some of the let's read some of these. Idiocracy should be in current events. Yeah, still no vision today. Climbing the Alps was weird, and then Greenland right after. Get in line. Scotty Boy had some interesting one with feels pushed. Not evil, not good. Just get in line mentally. And that was a big one for the mental aspect of it. Shacks on stilts. I don't know. Mary Wynn's was kind of right on spot. A large gathering, a bright spectacle to view. Jail cells was a good one. Is that the literal jail cell or a jail cell of the mind? Still no vision, only a feeling. So there was a lot of, see, that's the thing, the feeling. What state of mind were these sailors in? I imagine if some of the horrors were projected from the minds of the sailors first, they would could be in fear themselves. Um, what do you guys think? Some of you were here last night, I think. MK Ultra into matter. Yeah, exactly. Matter of men melting into MK Ultra. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like they were pushed into it, you know. The technology made them possibly manifest whatever reality their mind came up with. And who knows what type of, you know, briefing that they gave them. Did they tell them that there could be, you know, problems with this experiment, or, you know, did they actually succeed? You know, what did the experiment produce for them? Was it really to try to, you know, hide a ship from radar, or was it to test on the minds of these sailors and see what their minds would manifest? Maybe the mission was to hide the ship with the manifestations of the sailors' minds by briefing them that that would be what it would do. And then they projected in their mind how that would happen. Could it be an explanation for why some of them went somewhere else and some of them melted into the ship? Maybe some of them just thought the ship isn't there and they started falling, and then they got scared from falling and came back to the reality that's not projected from their mind, and ended up in the middle of the ship. We'll never know, because those people would be dead if it really happened to them. And the stories of the sailors that showed up in the back room of of a bar with no door leading out. Did they project themselves to that bar? Is that what they were thinking? We'll just disappear the ship and we can sit down and have some drinks and, you know, float by any enemy undetected. Is that what they thought? You have to try to put yourself in the mindset of these sailors to understand it as a mental manifestation experiment. But there could have been other reasons too, other types of things they were trying to do with it. Free with a feminine, dreamy, creepy moon versus sun men. Idiots. Okay. So what do you guys think they do? Did they manifest their own reality? In some cases, it kind of seems like they did. Yeah, if they had men who were scared, men who were easily frightened, um, but you know, they would have mental profiles probably on all of the sailors there. I would if I were them. No, just no, eh, Todd? Maybe your perception of reality, but not reality itself. Well, that's yeah, that's possible. But if we go by the what the experiment resulted in, as we're told, right? Going with the most outrageous of the results, how did people end up falling into the ship? You think it was purely electromechanical, or do you think it was the mind as well? See, I'm postulating that the idea is the technology is needed, but that the people's minds is also needed, like the observer. You know, the observer is the catalyst that makes it have different effects. Hmm. Well, that would be a lot easier to do just by magnetizing the hull. Really, you could just use an electromagnetic. You just use some electricity, really, to either positively charge or negatively charge the hull. That would be pretty easy to do. Not really that difficult. I don't think you would need radar for that, but that's a possibility. Yeah, they could have maybe used it to try and repel torpedoes and stuff. But being able to get through a minefield, that would be good. I wonder if the mind could be effective at doing that. It'd have to be at ones. We all manifest our own realities. Well, yeah, if we do, then you know everything in front of you and everything around you is manifesting its reality too. Most things seem to like to be what they are. And we observe with our eyes and have already manifested the next moment and see our reaction to the next manifestation. Well, some people believe that we project the reality from our eyes, that our eyes create the reality. Cones and rods are energy projectors manipulating the energies and places around us, making them into what they are by our vision. Yeah, we got that taught. Yeah. But I think there'd be an easier way to do that. I don't know how radar. I'm not saying it couldn't be used for that, but I don't see how it would be that effective. Um, some people are also completely insane. Yeah, that's true. Adam gave a damn, not Adam ants. Okay, good one. I'm working on reworking my letter and language skills and interpretation. Hi, Mitch. Good to see you. Hi, Karen. Hi, Angel. Lots popping in. Links up top there if anyone wants to hop up. Emmett, how you doing? Preston Nichols at Montauk. Hmm, the Montauk experiment. Yeah, even like I read the wiki there, Toth, but I couldn't find anything about evading mines. That's a new one that I haven't heard before. Let's see what else we have here. Repetitions, general synopsis. Um, the experiment was based on some aspect of the unified field theory, a term coined by Albert Einstein to describe classical potential theories. Such theories would aim to describe mathematically and physically the interrelated nature of the forces of electromagnetism and gravity, In other words, uniting their respective fields into a single field. According to some accounts, unspecified researchers thought that some versions of this field would enable using large electrical generators to bend light around an object via refraction, so that the object became completely invisible. The Navy regarded this as of military value and sponsored the experiment. Another unascribed version of the story proposes that researchers were preparing magnetic and gravitational measurements of the sea floor to detect anomalies, supposedly based on Einstein's attempt to understand gravity. In this version, there were also related secret experiments in Nazi Germany to find anti-gravity, allegedly by the SS Obergruppenführer Hans Kammler. There are no reliable attributable accounts, but in most accounts of the supposed experiment, the USS Eldridge was filled with the required equipment at the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard. Testing began in the summer of 1943, and it was supposedly successful to a limited extent. One test resulted in the Eldridge being rendered nearly invisible, with some witnesses reporting a greenish fog appearing in its place. Crew members complained of severe nausea afterwards. Also reportedly, when the ship reappeared, some sailors were embedded in the metal structures of the ship, including one sailor who ended up on a deck level below where he began and had his hand embedded in the steel hull of the ship, as well as some sailor who went completely bananas. There is also a claim that the experiment was altered after that point at the request of the Navy, limiting it to creating a stealth technology that would render the USS Eldridge invisible to radar. None of these allegations have been independently substantiated. Other versions of the story give the date of the experiment as October 28, 1943. In this version, the Eldridge not only became invisible, but disappeared from the area and teleported to Norfolk, Virginia, over 200 miles away. It claimed that the Eldridge sat for some time in view of men aboard a ship, the SS Andrew Forsyth, whereupon the Eldridge vanished and then reappeared in Philadelphia at the site it had originally occupied. Many versions of the tale include descriptions of serious side effects for the crew. Some crew members were said to have been physically fused to the bulkheads, while others suffered from mental disorders. Some rematerialized inside out. Oh, wow. And others vanished. It's also claimed that the ship's crew may have been subject to brainwashing to maintain secrecy of the experiment. Evidence and research. Let's see. It had been conducted further research of its own. Through the late 70s, for example, Allen was often described as a mysterious and difficult to locate, but Gomer determined Allen's identity only after a few telephone calls. Others speculate that much of the key literature emphasizes dramatic embellishment rather than pertinent research. Hurlitz and Moore account of the story of the Philadelphia experiment Project Invisibility claim to include factual information such as transcripts of an interview with a scientist involved in the experiment, but their work has also been criticized for plagiarizing key story elements from the novel Thin Air, which was published a year earlier. Alternative explanations. Researchers describe a procedure on board the USS Eldridge, which was docked alongside of USS Engstrom, which was docked alongside the Eldridge in 1943. The operation involved the generation of powerful electromagnetic field on board the ship in order to determine or de deperm or degauss, okay, with the goal of rendering the ship undetectable or invisible to magnetically fused undersea mines. There you go. There's one of the alternate explanations that Toth was talking about. And torpedoes. This system was invented by a Canadian, Charles F. Goody, when he held the rank of commander in the Royal Canadian Naval Volunteer Reserve in the Royal Navy, and other navies used it widely during World War II. British ships of the era often included a degaussing system built into the upper decks. The conduits are still visible on the deck of the HMS Belfast in London. Degaussing is still used today, however, it has no effect on visible light or radar. Vallée speculates that accounts of the USS Engstrom degaussing might have been garbled and confabulated in subsequent retellings, and these accounts may have influenced the story of the Philadelphia experiment. Interesting. Vallée cites a veteran who served on board the USS Engstrom who suggests it might have traveled from Philadelphia to Norfolk and back again in a single day, at a time when merchant ships could not, use of the Cheap's Bay, Cheap's Chesapeake and Delaware Canal, and Chesapeake Bay, which at the time was open only to naval vessels. Use of that canal was kept quiet. German submarines had ravaged shipping along the East Coast during Operation Drumbeat, and thus military ships were unable to protect themselves and were secretly moved via canals to avoid the threat. The same veteran claimed to be the man Allen witnessed disappearing at the bar. He claims that when a fight broke out, friendly barmaids whisked him out of the bar before the police arrived because he was underage for drinking. Then they covered for him by claiming that he had disappeared. Interesting. Yeah, that's about all they have. So the torpedo was in there. Amplified physics in the Montauk chair. Okay. Crockpot cooking. That's what gave me a copy of a book about Nikola Tesla's life. It was called Portrait of Masks or something like that. Will be not discredit all of my crazy ideas. Okay. Good book. Yeah. Oh, Karl Marx. Sounds like fun. Masquerade balls. Yeah, masquerade. You've read books about marketing and propaganda. Yeah. How to Lie with Statistics is a good one for these days. Lunch break. So it was an interesting result from our thing. It couldn't. Oh, excuse me. Could have entirely been in our minds. Like I get the idea of it being the mind experiment. Maybe it was. Maybe it's a psyop. That type of a mind experiment could be something completely different than what we think. Hmm. Well, I don't have to look that up. Hey, McLovin, how you doing? Hi, Jargo. You can't post links. It's all right. All right. What's that? Al and his brother were on this project. They jumped off the ship. Hmm. Interesting. I wonder who has any different perspectives on it. Anybody else want to come up and chat about the Philadelphia experiment? We read all the possible implications of it, or what people believe may have happened. I kind of like to think it was a mind experiment. I like looking at it that way. They do have their story. My MBTI, INTJ. Well, of course it is. Okay. Did you see Wi-Fi episode on backwards math? Okay. Yeah, that's true. People do tell that I've seen that. It's 2:22. Nice. Really, it's 3:10 here. Yeah, symbols and whatnot. See, I wonder if they just put that in people's minds, right? It could be a good psyop, the Philadelphia experiment. You put that out there and see how it runs, see what people make of it, you know, see if it's something you can play with. You know, if you hit upon something that really takes off, you can manipulate perceptions of it, get the whole alien idea going or whatever. Yeah, we're in it for making money. Having fans that kill themselves, yeah. Yeah, words are symbols, absolutely thought. Oh, well, you can give it a try, Beef. See what happens. You can always come back to the show, drop you out. But yeah, if anybody has any information you'd like to talk about this, Beef Freeman seems to. I'd like you to come up and tell us. If you knew somebody who was on the ship, not awake, computer adjustment, you can just turn your screen off, turn your picture off, just do the microphone. Monkey Man, Money Man, where's the monkey skis? In America, they were all hysterical about communists. Yeah, for a long time. Some of them still are, really. Yeah, it goes on and on. All the psyops they put people through. Out in the east coast of Canada, just recently, they did an experiment on the people that the military did. Oh, you see my upside down Canadian flag there? So Canada's in distress. But they told them that there were wolves out in the forest. And PEI, there aren't any wolves. There's lots of moose and stuff, but no wolves. And they even went as far as to play wolf sounds out in the middle of the forest. They had speakers with wolf sounds on them, and they played those to scare the people. You know, total psyop, just to see what the people would do. Um, so I don't see why they wouldn't do that with Philadelphia instead. What's that? Haley. On the wrong thing here. Hey, at least I'm on the front page there. That's nice. Hey, give me a thumbs up, guys. Hit that like button. I always forget to say that. Oh, Haley. I think it should work. Yeah. So it looks like we've searched that. First thing that comes up is the wiki thread that I read. Let's go to videos. It's an hour long. Let's see what else he's got. We get there. Okay. Interesting. Oh, let's just go straight to YouTube. Do it. I was trying to do it through the search engine, but it's just screwing me over. Showing me any like small videos or anything. It's taking me to other sites. They haven't defunded every library yet. I'll give them time. Where is that? Where'd that go? Oh, hours and 28 minutes. Wow. There's one. Okay. Let's try this.
Clicks. Simply drop your image into.
Warning. Your screen will soon be filled with dramatized stories of scientific research that some people may find controversial or disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. The letter claims that 12 years previously, at the height of World War II, the Navy had conducted several radical experiments in Philadelphia aboard a destroyer, the USS Eldridge, that made it simply vanish into thin air.
All right, hold it.
During one trial, the ship rematerialized 200 miles away in Norfolk, Virginia, before disappearing again and reappearing once more in Philadelphia. The letter attributes the technology that made the ship invisible to Albert Einstein, saying the great genius had secretly developed a single unified theory to tie together all of the laws of physics.
A unified field theory combines the equations that govern the interaction of matter with itself and with light, and with both of those with gravity. The idea is, if we can come up with this elegant set of equations that explains the way the universe works, perhaps we can do something with those. Bend light, change the nature of space-time, teleport, render things invisible.
Einstein himself said he was working on this theory, but never cracked it. According to the letter's author, he secretly had. And at the height of World War II, the Navy used his idea to bend light and to make a warship invisible.
See an object is that the light illuminates it. Laser illuminates our model ship. You can see it. You can see the green flashing off of it. However, the idea of using unified field theory is that you could then redirect this light so that it no longer passes across the object, but just goes around it.
It's very upsetting to you, isn't it, Toth? It's just a thought. Have the thought experiment. Nothing to get upset about. Yeah, I just got teleported. They just, I think they just Philadelphia experimented me right out of here. I'll check it right now. Give me a second here. You never know what people send me before shows, too. Sometimes you get things people want to show. Oh, there's something I want to show you, too, yeah. Okay, gotcha. Oh, yeah, there is it. There it is. Oh, couldn't preview it. Okay, no images. Oftentimes we get rocks or other stuff. Tesla wouldn't do it. Said it wasn't ready. Interesting. Like driving somewhere and realizing you forgot where you were driving. Yeah, magic lasers, right, Toth? Where you drove the same path so many times, you kind of did it while lost in thought. Maybe. Or maybe he was picked up by aliens and dropped off where he was going, you know. Sometimes I think they know where you're going, right? You're headed home. You're headed to the store. A little bit of pre-planning and they got you, you know. Yeah, most accidents do happen close to home. But it could be teleportation too. Maybe you teleport your car with your mind. Smudge break. Oh, where's my stick? There you go. Yeah, create your own portal, right? Your mind's so powerful you transport your car and yourself from one place to another. Or you just open up a portal and drive right through it. That'd be cool. Save a lot of time, wouldn't it? So what do you guys we'll get off the Philadelphia. What do you guys think of Elon Musk at the moment? Hiring that lady who some say some say works for the WEF. Did I mention dimension? Yeah. Your porthole. Used to get work way too fast. Okay. Yeah, who did Elon Musk hire? What's her name? Nobody remembers her name. Let's check that out. Isn't she CEO for Twitter? Yeah. Linda Yacarino. Very interesting. So there are a lot of rumors about this. Can't even turn on the microphone. There's Bee Freak. Let's see if he can make it. Is looking pretty. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, wow, it worked, huh?
Yeah,
How did that happen?
that's awesome. I don't know, just good luck, I guess. Or
Huh,
maybe it was the Philadelphia experiment working for
maybe.
us. Yeah, all the electromagnetic fields are aligning, and we're getting a great signal.
Well, that's cool. I didn't think I haven't been able to get on here in a long time.
Yeah, it's choppy for a lot of people. I don't know why the connection seems to get so bad. Like with
Yeah, I've
Alex,
got
I
my phone on
understand because
safe
he's in
mode too.
Aruba. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Aruba? Oh, wow.
So do you want to talk about Elon Musk or the Philadelphia experiment?
I don't know a whole lot about Elon Musk. I just know he's into AI and stuff, and
Oh, okay.
electric
Well,
stuff.
yeah, a lot of people were seeing him as our savior. Um,
Yeah, people also
you
see
know,
Trump as our savior, and
yeah,
Biden is like some sort of buffer in between.
I guess. Yeah,
I think it's
but
kind of strange, but
yeah, they've got. He's been doing a lot of good stuff for opening up the internet and such, right?
yeah.
But then he announces this Linda Yacarino as his new CEO of Twitter, right? So he's stepping down as CEO of Twitter and putting this lady in his place. But apparently she has ties with the WEF and other such organizations.
Really?
Yeah.
So she's gonna be what position is she in then?
She's the CEO
CEO
for Twitter.
for Twitter. Okay. That's like he's got
Yeah.
several different companies and
Yeah.
corporations.
Well, see, and that's the thing is Twitter, you is she going to maintain a free platform that it's kind of. It isn't really a free platform, but he's opened it up to a lot of people. Yeah, Linda, let's get her bio. Let's see. What ethnicity is she? Let's see if she's Italian. Italian American.
Italian American. And Musk is what, an African American?
Yeah, Canadian, actually. He was Canadian first.
Canadian, really?
Yeah.
He's an African Canadian American?
Canadian. He was African, then Canadian, and then American. I don't even
An
know if he has an
American, like the
citizenship
continent?
yet.
Because it's North
No.
America.
Nope. America.
But not USA? But
Yeah.
USA? Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So he's a Canadian. Huh, interesting.
So he's had 3 different citizenships.
He's really become a man of the world, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe
got
jumping
an
from place to place.
family. He's got a very interesting family. Let's see. So they had WEF, Linda Yaccarino, WEF.
The
She's
field.
chairman, advertising and partnerships for NBC Universal, oversees all marketing strategy and advertising revenue for the company, totaling nearly $10 billion. Linda Yaccarino, named as new Twitter CEO in May 2023, has worked with both the World Economic Forum and the Biden administration. Isn't that great?
Huh.
Who's her husband? Linda's husband is Claude Peter Madrazo. Okay. He is an online mystery. He has no public social or media platforms. There also isn't a lot of information on what he does for a living, though one report shows that he previously worked for Turner Broadcasting.
Turner Broadcasting, so...
Ted Turner, yeah.
I wonder who Turner's connected to. Probably everyone, huh?
Yeah. Hey, how you doing there, Isabella? Good to see you, Morgan.
My mind says Warner Brothers, but I have no idea. Just random thought that popped up and I said it.
Well, Turner's one of the big
there's
5, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He's got to be connected to him.
Yeah, and they're really all one, so they all do the same stuff.
Yeah, and I can see some of the allure to it. I went to Hearst Castle before. And wow, that place is amazing.
Yeah.
Like living on top of a mountain with your own zoo. It's like up in cloud level, so you can see all the way to the water and stuff. It's great.
Yeah.
They had us go and look through the guest house. It was like a mansion. I thought that was the place. I thought that was their place. That was just the guest house. It's got like its own pool and stuff. And you go and they're like, "Oh, let's go to the Hearst Castle." And I was like, "What? This isn't it?" Freaking huge.
Wow. Yeah. Never heard of it before. What is it called? The Hearst?
Hearst Castle in California.
Oh, Hearst. Okay.
Yeah, it's wonderfully. I can see like the allure of that stuff, but kind of wonder what they have to give up to have all that, or what they do to other people.
No, I just was a new hire that Elon Musk did. It could be a big setback for Twitter. Let's see what Hearst Castle looks like.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a huge complex. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful
and everything.
It's got like 2 or 3 pools.
No, got an indoor pool, looks like. Or that's just a very shiny floor. No, that's an indoor pool.
I think the pool goes from inside to outside. So you've got like that outside pool in the top left.
Yeah.
And then that part on the right is either one of the indoor pools, or it's connected so you can swim inside to outside.
Neat.
And like even the ceilings have been like imported from Europe and from
Wow.
other castles and stuff.
Huh. Well, it looks
Yeah.
all pretty. Looks all very uniform, like the stone
See
and all
the
that.
thing on the
So they
right,
did a
on the
really
bottom,
good job
on
with
the
it.
right screen, the house on the bottom right.
Yeah.
That is where we went at first. Is one of those. Well, one of those areas.
So this
I thought
one.
that was the castle.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And they're
I
like,
could
okay,
see how you
let's go
think
into the
that.
castle. I'm like,
Yeah. No.
okay,
Here's the whole castle. Yeah.
yeah. I was like, wow, this place is freaking huge.
Yeah. It looks like a few apartment complexes. Looks like
Yeah,
3
right.
apartment complexes right beside each other, attached. Yeah.
And each room is like a little nicer than the last.
Yeah. I like the stonework they did. All that. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I can see a bunch of it too. Yeah, this pool, the tile in the pool looks really nice.
Yeah. There's the outside with tiles on the pool too. Roman pattern there.
Yeah, it's like it looks all magical.
There's a wooden hall inside. That's really cool. All the painting
Wow.
up on the ceiling.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what a media empire will get you, I guess. And that's
Yeah.
not even a modern one. I guess, I mean, I know the Hearst Empire was huge.
Mm.
I think that was newspapers and stuff. So, yeah,
So
I
you
like the
haven't seen?
chandeliers too, the lights.
Yeah.
I wonder what they got in the library. I bet there's a bunch of interesting books there. I'm having volume issues.
I lost the tab.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't think I can hear anyone.
Just searching for the tab. Where did I go there? There it is.
This is kind of cool. I can see a whole bunch of stuff. I can see what you can see, and I can move it around a bit too.
Oh, that's a really cool pool. That's huge. Do they let you swim in the pools?
Um, I didn't swim in the pools. I think they said something about
Oh, there's a
there
fountain.
was a way to do it or something. I don't remember
Yeah.
how.
You have to
I
rent
was a
it
kid
probably.
then.
Probably rent it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember how it is. I mean, there's got to be a way, right?
Cool castle. Yeah, for sure.
If you might have to have connections or the money or something. Maybe it's some places are like special invitation only, but yeah. I guess it's however you play your cards. Maybe you get in. I know I'd like to go and check it out and swim
Elon
in there.
Musk's mother was a model, apparently, they say.
Hey, this is Elon Musk's mom.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day, Elon Musk's mom.
Yes. Happy Mother's Day. She's an interesting lady. She's dressed up in some very interesting clothes at times.
Whoa, what is the heck? Oh,
I'm
I
looking
thought she turned
for
into a skeleton for a
she
moment.
did like Cruella de Vil on Halloween and absolutely fits it.
That's kind of cool looking. At first, I thought it was like
Yeah.
something a little bit different, but yeah, it's kind of cool looking.
Yeah, here's Elon Musk in his nutty outfit. And his mother beside him. I guess they're superheroes or something.
Oh my God, it looks like me and something I'd do.
But they're from Africa. I don't know where she's from. Let's see. Let's get her
I
bio.
don't know. She could be from anywhere. Maybe she's from Inner Earth or space.
Possibly. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Okay, so she holds Canadian and South African and American citizenship. She's a registered dietitian. Okay.
Huh.
All right. Mae
So she's
Musk is a
into health
model
stuff and foods.
and dietitian. She's been a model for 50 years, appearing on the covers of magazines, including Time Magazine, Health Edition, Women's Day International, and editions of Vogue, Sports Illustrated, Swimsuit issue. She's the mother of Elon Musk, Kimball Musk, and Tosca Musk.
I didn't know Elon had
Siblings, yeah.
siblings. Yeah, didn't know that.
So grandchildren are Vivian Jenna Wilson, X A E A X I I. So he mentally damaged some of his kids by naming them weird. Musk, Griffin Musk, and more. Okay, there's more.
And more.
And
Griffin
more.
Musk.
Because Musk is prolific.
Griffin Musk.
We just haven't found them all yet. We know he's got
Maybe
more.
Peter Griffin's one of them. Peter
Yeah.
Griffin Musk, huh?
No, that'd be great.
Yeah, right?
Oh, no. But
He's also two-dimensional, and he has a cartoon.
what brain damage are you going to do to a kid naming him X A E A X I I Musk?
Yeah. So how do you say that name?
That I don't know.
It's like Zaya
Yeah, maybe.
X is 2? Like bipolar or something? Is that what that is?
That's ridiculous. Poor kid. Like, you know.
Are they moon children?
Yeah. Like, do you have that many kids that you have to start giving them numbers and letters? Like, that's the thing. Maybe they just haven't found them all yet, you know?
Yeah, right. I wonder if I have children.
I don't know.
I don't think they allow me. I seems like they didn't allow me to keep them. If I did,
Well, I hope
didn't
you
even tell me.
remember making them, you know.
Well, I remember making them. That's why I'm wondering, where are they? There should be some. You know? I mean, that's what happened with my dad. He ended up finding out that he had kids and stuff and didn't know about it until later. I didn't know about it, and it's like, you've got a sister. I was like, really? And next thing you know, she's moving in.
Oh.
So I was like, okay. I got a sister that's a few years older than me, and she's going to live with us now.
Nice.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how I met my sister. Well, that one. I'm not sure if I got more. I imagine I do. Remember that was in Fight Club, where he's talking about his dad going around setting up franchises and families, making kids, and then moving on to the next place and making more. I think that was my dad. Well, he did something like that, I guess.
So I was checking up this. Elon Musk denies his family's emerald mine. Elon Musk, once again, on January 9th, 2023, denies claims that his family owned an emerald mine, a claim that he himself perpetuated back in 2014. Did Elon Musk own a diamond mine? He was the part owner of an emerald mine on Lake Tanganyika in Zambia that he bought with 40,000 euros, funded by selling an airplane for 80,000. In a 2018 interview with Business Insider, Musk stated that as a result of the emerald mine, we had so much money we couldn't even close our safe.
Wow.
So
it's a lot of freaking money.
Contradictory claims. He says now in 2023 that he never owned an emerald mine.
Maybe not like technically or something. Maybe it was like
part
I don't
owner.
know. There's ways of.
He called himself an investor. I don't know. Like.
Yeah, I mean, there's ways of making it so technically you don't own something, but you still have access to and control over it.
Yeah.
It's like a legal thing, legal terms and stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't say how much the emerald mine was worth. 40,000 euro doesn't sound like a lot, but I don't know how much it's worth in Africa.
40,000, yeah, but it's probably all in like freaking emeralds.
Well, he invested. They say that he invested 40,000 after he sold a plane. Where'd you get the plane from? You just
The plane?
yeah.
The
Where'd you get?
Emerald Mine? Maybe it's a space plane from the Emerald
No,
Mine.
no. Apparently he just had a plane.
Oh wait, that's how he got the Emerald Mine, by selling the plane.
Yeah. So what? You're just born and suddenly there's a plane there?
Unless he jumped time, went back, grabbed the plane from the Emerald Mine, went back, sold it to get the Emerald Mine and have the plane in the first place.
Yeah. The mine isn't
Yeah.
the big story there. The plane is the story. Where did he get the plane from?
I don't know.
You have a plane that you can sell for $80,000.
Yeah.
Where did you get that? For
It
80,000
seems like
euros.
for $80,000, 80,000 euros. I don't know what the
I don't
conversion
think it'd
rate
be a
is.
big plane, like not a jetliner or anything, but
Yeah, I was just wondering that.
maybe a Cessna or something.
Maybe. I would think I'd want to keep the Cessna. Of course, I don't know, for an emerald mine, I'd be interested in what kind of shiny things were in there.
Well, it depends. Do you have a plane license? Could he even fly a plane?
That's true.
You know.
Yeah, without the ability to fly it, it's not
Well, they all
really.
seem to get their submarine licenses for some reason.
Yeah, I know why. Well, I got a pretty good idea why.
Just Lane Maxwell has hers, you know.
Yeah. Did we
For-
ever look at the water lines underneath the ground and stuff?
you
Like
know,
where submarines travel and stuff? Because some of those places, like remember that place China Lake that got all like blown up or something, or burned up or crashed? Maybe I think it was an earthquake. They said,
okay. Go on.
and supposedly there was it was like way inland, but there were some waterways that connected somehow,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
or something,
I've heard of that. Some of them
allegedly.
connect to like some pretty big lakes and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Well, if they have drilling
yeah, that kind of thing.
technology, I don't see why they couldn't, drill uh, caverns to travel through.
Yeah, right. I would think they would too.
Well, yeah, that would keep you hidden from destination to destination completely.
Yeah. Nice job,
Absolutely no
Siri.
protection, right? Like the tunnels, they say they have to the Walmarts, they just pop up from one Walmart to another. Nobody knows the difference, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think my cat's trying to get attention.
Nice.
There he is.
Oh,
Over here.
thank you.
He says meow.
Yeah.
And he also says, I want up in the window. I want to try to eat the birds.
Real emeralds are. So Emmett says real emeralds are getting rare. They cook them up in labs now. Yeah, like the cubic zirconium and that.
Good.
They're much better than diamonds too. They're actually, flawless. Light refracts through them perfectly.
The real emeralds?
No, the cubic zirconium. And the
Oh,
fake,
yeah,
the
yeah.
fake ones.
Yeah, there's apparently a whole lot more diamonds than people talk about or let on. And so, yeah, the
Yeah,
artificially made ones are, like perfect conditions. Now it's like they're trying to make the ones with flaws worth more.
Yeah. They say that in Africa, some of the areas where the diamonds are, that the people use them as like door stops because they're so big and they can't sell them. It's illegal for them to sell them. So, but they use them for like all kinds of stupid stuff, just for the hell of it,
I guess if you got that many of them, why not, right?
Yeah.
Put them
Like
to good use.
if you can't walk down the street without tripping over one, yeah,
Yeah, I know that with like big old
collect them up,
rocks,
and
crystals and stuff.
maybe someday you'll be able to sell them. You never know, right?
That's true.
So you might as well collect them.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, they're interesting to look at, and maybe one day they will be.
Carve them into a skull.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, a diamond skull. That'd be cool.
that would be really cool. The closest I got is like a clear resin copy of the crystal skull.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got a little it's like a hard plastic clear resin of that.
Of the big one? Like with that looks like an anatomically correct skull?
Yeah, it's about I think I can reach it right now. It's
Oh,
like
cool.
sitting right across from me.
Yeah, I've seen Roger dissect that thing. He thinks it's an actual real human head because of
kinda
the
wanna
way
too.
the inside of the brain cavity shows all the lines that would connect the neurons in your brain, or some of
Yeah.
them anyway.
I want to see that one. I gotta check that out some more because it does look quite interesting
Yeah.
and a little suspect. Yeah. Get my spot here with a cat destroying something because he likes to destroy stuff.
Yeah, I have one of those. That's why I had to get a boom for my mic. Cost me an extra $100 because Max kept destroying my my microphone.
Yeah, they're pretty good at that.
He's got a strong tail and he likes to use it. He likes to grab the cords as he's jumping away. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you should check out Roger's work on it.
Has
It
he
looks
got a
at the
whole
brain.
a whole episode or something?
I don't know. I think, well, he always mixes in a dragon or two. He's as bad as me for the dragons, except he's
Yeah,
on
dragons are interesting.
yeah, I'm on the dragon genitals, so
Yeah.
he's on the dragon in Morocco. He's getting more into Quetzalcoatl. He's showing that one more. I wish he'd
Yeah.
show the one in China a lot more too, and do a lot more work on that. That's
Yeah,
really
there's my
cool.
little skull thingy.
Probably
Trying to
cost
find
you
the
a pretty penny. Eh?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember how I got it. I think I bought it. Just like one of those things like, yeah, that's kind of cool.
Oh,
I have
cool.
money for it.
Just put a light
It's just
underneath it. Put like an LED
yeah,
light underneath
I've got
it.
I've done that before with the little lights that like light up a crystal or
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, a little stand type
Come up
thing
for
with
a
light
chat,
underneath.
London. London's asking how long I'm going on for. Come on up and have a chat. Have a puff.
London!
Come on, London. No pressure. Just do it.
Yeah, look how I got here. No, actually, I'm happy to be here. I didn't think my phone was going to work again. Last time it didn't work at all.
Yeah. I made mead a while ago. That was pretty good.
Oh, I love mead.
I liked it before it got too alcoholic. After it got like wine, it was just I just didn't like it. So the first week or so is perfect time to drink it. It's still bubbly and sweet. And got a little bit of alcohol.
Can you tell what the alcohol content is like then? Is it like maybe like beer or something?
Yeah, probably around a beer.
Okay.
You can get up to around 16%. Oh,
around 16%. Wow.
Hi, London. Yeah, I just did that right on the shelf in my bedroom. Just put honey, wine, and some yeast together and put it on the shelf.
I'm thinking about trying that myself.
Yeah, it's 3 cups water to 1 cup honey, and then a little bit of yeast. Hey, London, how you doing?
I'm good, Max. How you doing, bro?
Cheers. Doing great, thanks.
Good stuff.
Hey, London.
How we doing, Mr. Freeman? You okay?
I am well. Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I've
How
got
about yourself? You good too, right?
Yeah, I'm well, brother. I'm all well.
Right on.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I'm well, brother. Good stuff. I've got Pamela back here with me, Max, just in case you wonder where she is.
Hi, Pamela.
Hey, Pamela, wherever you are, hiding.
Yeah. I think she might have popped off for a sec, but she's definitely with me. Let me see if I can screen. Oh yeah, there she is. Did you hear her, Max?
No.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if this screen share makes a difference.
Figure out how this stuff works.
Okay. There you go. How does it?
Oh, there we go. I have to add her. Oh, there's Alex. Hey, Alex. Good to see you, buddy. Glad you made it.
It's not.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, Freeman, John,
Your
London,
volume's a
last
little
name.
Why is it
low.
coming up like this? Hang on.
Let me,
Sorry, 1 second, Mac.
try again there, Alex. I want to see if we can hear you better.
Can you hear me?
There we go. That's great.
I have to talk like this. All
Why
right.
is the screen not fucking...
I don't know. Your volume was all the way down for some reason. I don't know why. I do turn people's volume off sometimes if they get too loud. So,
Understandable. How's everybody doing?
use it. Oh,
Doing
good.
well.
Oh,
That's
there's a
good.
good one. The love says I make it all the time, except I use apple juice instead of water. That would
Oh.
increase the alcohol content too, because the more sugars you can get in it, the higher the alcohol content will be.
It
Oh,
kind of tastes like
I
apple.
lost London. Yeah,
Made after a while, it tastes a bit like apple.
I put apples in mine. I sliced up an apple and put it in it as it was brewing to flavor it. And then I tried some clove and cinnamon. They were all really good. The apple was really good. It made it taste really fresh. But
I
using
bet.
apple juice, that's a really great idea there, beloved. Plus, if you let it go the full amount, it's around 3 weeks or so. That would make some pretty hefty alcohol content.
Yeah, I bet. I know I usually get mine, at the store and just season it up, heat it up and season it. Tastes like apple, kind of like apple cider.
Yeah.
Yeah, with some like pie seasonings and stuff. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
I bought a few gallons of honey back when it was cheaper because I knew it was going to get expensive. It went from around $50 to $50 to $75, and now I don't know what it is. There's Pam. Okay. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, hey.
And there's Lemon. There we go. You had to join separately, I guess.
Indeed. Welcome back.
Hello, kitty. What's your kitty's name?
Chop Suey.
Hi, Chop Suey. Do you want some treats? Daddy's going to get you some treats.
Aw. I miss
What
having
kind of
cats.
treats do you like? I was like,
Yeah, me too.
Teasing people's cats. Get them some treats.
We'll do that. I think I've got some catnip and maybe he's got big claws.
Some cats will respond to our voices if you call them.
Yeah, he seems to be
Some of them
interested
won't.
in phones
Some
and
of them will
cameras and
just
stuff.
ignore you. You know.
How we
Yeah.
doing, Alex?
Those Siamese critters.
Doing good, London. And yourself?
I'm well, brother. I'm well. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you also.
Good
Blessings.
stuff.
Hey, Pamela, how are you doing?
I'm good. My tooth's getting better finally.
Oh, what's wrong with it?
I had a root canal that turned into an infection. I had to go to the ER this morning.
Oh,
It was
wow.
a good time.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, if it fixes that root canal, yeah.
Yeah, you could try. I don't know. It works for me. A grounding bracelet. It really helps my teeth out.
Interesting. I need to try something.
Yeah, I've got.
Yeah, that pain's horrible.
I wear up to 6 of them, depending on how much energy is coming in. But I found that, yeah.
Is
seriously.
it copper that you're using?
I use copper because it's good and conductive. Yeah, I've got bracelets, necklaces, ones that go over my pant loop, because I was able to stop feeling sick with silver lined clothes. Every winter
Okay.
I would get a sick, achy feeling that would just last all winter. I finally started monitoring it about 4 years ago and found out what it was. It was EMF radiation. But I was also having toothaches every winter, and I started losing teeth a couple of years ago. But I had an epiphany one day, and I started using a battery, the negative pole of a battery, to help combat the EMF radiation and stuff, the free electrons on
Oh,
the skin.
okay.
And it really helped. So I've been doing that for about a year now, I guess. And my teeth have stayed in my head.
That's where they belong.
You know,
It sure
And I have
is.
other people that have had similar experiences. My wife, oftentimes well, not often, but sometimes she'll get just entire pain. Her entire mouth will hurt for no good reason.
Been
But
there.
if she touches the battery, a negative pole, it goes away. A
So
young
you're saying
man,
go lick batteries?
well, you could, just the negative pole.
Oh, I'm
But
just kidding.
young man at work, he had toothaches as well, and he has swollen glands. And I made him a little setup with the battery to put on his belt loop. And by the end of the day, well, he looked at me at first and kind of scoffed, but I said, try it. And I handed it to him, and within 10 seconds, his toothache was gone.
Nice.
And by the end of the day, he had swollen glands. They were gone as well. They were
Yeah, everything
completely
is
gone.
swollen. Where I had that root canal, my lymph nodes,
Yeah.
like everything. Thank God they
Yeah.
gave me good pain medicine. They don't send you home with that right away.
Yep.
Apparently you have to call in and get it.
And it's weird how they can do it. What I've surmised they're doing is they're actually attacking muscles, and the muscles pull and cause inflammation. The inflammation causes the irritation, and over
Yeah.
it rolls. Yeah. So I was actually, if nobody showed up or anything was going on, I was going to make another one, and I was going to make one of these today. A couple of them actually, because I have to replace the batteries on a few. They only last about a month, and then you have to replace it.
I just found mine. I stuck it on the wrong tooth pole, the wrong pole, and my tooth hurt a little bit more.
Yeah, that can happen.
Do
Yeah,
it the right way.
yeah, you're adding.
I just found it.
energy.
I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah, so I would suggest put a piece of tape over the positive pole of the battery. That way you completely avoid touching it.
Oh yeah. I think
Or,
I did it
Mac
exactly
tack
backwards.
or gum. You could put gum over it. Mac tack, tape. Yeah, try not getting root canals. Yeah, exactly. Apple honey wine is called Sizer. Ooh,
Sizer.
ooh, I like that name. Sizer.
Sizer Scoze.
It's like laser, Sizer.
Do you know what? I remember a friend of mine had the discussion about which pain is worse, right? Toothache, a very severe toothache pain, or childbirth. And believe it or not, right, there were some women actually saying they would rather childbirth over a toothache. They said they never want to have a toothache again, a severe one.
Mm.
Yeah, I will. I was telling my boyfriend earlier, he took me to the ER, and I said, this is comparable
Yeah.
to having a kiddo.
Well, every winter for about since I've moved to this city, I've had toothaches in the winter, and they are crippling. Like I am out of action, completely taken out.
Yes.
Like at the stream, like at London stream the other day with Tommy, like I was dying.
Yeah.
Like it
Cannot
was
think,
nuts.
cannot communicate,
Yeah.
cannot move. I don't want to do no.
Yeah.
Just so much pain. And this stopped it, Pamela. The negative pole of the battery. Try it.
Okay. Well, I'm
Give it
gonna
a
try that.
Just have one ready.
100%.
If you ever get a toothache, just have one ready on a
Nice.
table or something with the cover over the positive pole with a piece of tape or something, so you don't make the accident of touching the positive pole. And I found it really helped other people that I know. So
Well, thank
more-
you. I'm gonna try that.
yeah, it's not an expensive fix either. 30 cents worth of wire I use for the necklaces, and a little bit of duct tape. So, and then I'm constantly grounded. The negative pole of a battery is a ground. You can't use it for that.
Interesting. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So,
try
yeah,
that again.
I think you should be joining what's his name, Bernie, and those guys. You're a bit of a science man, aren't you?
A little bit, yeah.
Hmm.
Especially with EMF radiation and their Cooch virus or whatever they call it.
Have you ever joined their panel before?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I don't even know who that is.
Burnseye, science guy,
I'll check it out. Let me
Crypt,
just,
crypto alchemist. You don't know him? Yeah, you must know. You
Burn-
must know him. The same guy that had the problem with Paul Cook. Did you see that?
Bernai was on the panel the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, Mac. To be honest, Max don't really indulge in the passa like that. He stays clear of it, so that's probably why he hasn't. Yeah, good
I'm not
stuff,
into
Max.
the controversy and stuff.
There you go.
I
Smart
kind of
man,
just
smart
avoid that
man.
whole thing,
Yeah.
you know. I'll dip
Good,
in
man.
and watch it every once in a while. Maybe I can help, but most of the time I just avoid it.
Yeah, I hear you.
So
I haven't
what's it?
got everyone's names down right.
Yeah, spell out his name for me. The name of the channel.
Burns, BUR, I think NEYE, Bernai, innit?
Oh,
Just
okay.
Bernai, the science guy.
Bernai Alchemist, or
Yeah, that one as well. He's got two channels. He's got two. He's got Bernai and the Alchemist.
okay.
Yeah, isn't he's on? Was he just on here just a little bit ago? Or maybe still on here?
So you gotta do. What name does he go by on you?
On what?
Does he go by
You got
Bernai?
Bernai, the science guy.
Crypto
And then he's
Alchemist.
that one as
Yeah,
well.
he's
That
Crypto Alchemist,
yeah, that one's also his channel, Crypto Alchemist.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I remember him now.
Yeah.
He also streams with a streamer called sometimes Dutch Sense. He's really big into earthquake and seismic activity and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't had much exposure to him except for just chatting with him. So
Gotcha.
on your channel. So yeah, I haven't seen any of his stuff or anything. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he's the guy who's addicted to Googlers like me.
There you
The
go.
bloody addiction.
Yeah, I think he even mentioned about me and him doing some work with each other. So I think I might use that card when I'm ready for it.
Right on.
Yeah, get you involved as well.
Yeah.
You involved.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
looks
think
like he's got some interesting stuff. I love people searching Googlers.
yeah. What I'll do is then I'll get in contact and I'll open a panel up and then we can all jump on the panel and
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
present some work. Yeah. Yeah, Bernai, good stuff.
Hi Ting Ting. They are wonderful. I follow them, Max, and I found you. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I haven't had any reply back from what's the other guy's name? Stellium 7 as yet. Only in the comment sections. I've put his name in the description to hit the link and stuff, but he'd rather talk in the comment sections. I ain't with all that stuff.
That's how most people are, though.
Yeah, a lot of people just like doing that. You know, put Crypto Alchemist channel up for anybody who wants to go and take a look.
Yeah, put that link out there. And any new music, Alex? You been working on anything new? You got karaoke night coming up? You got was it tonight or next week?
No, that was yesterday.
Yesterday. There you go. A day late. Sorry.
Next week we off. He's going into the going to camp. But I started working on few songs.
Okay.
Yeah, I have few songs to work on. To hip hop and reggae. It's
Reggae
called
and
Law
hip hop.
Law of Attraction, and the other one is against the government, the fall of the cabal.
The fall of the cabal. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Nice.
Okay.
I saw that Max put the Philadelphia mind experiment. I thought about the Philadelphia experiment with the Mandela effect and with the reality changing. I don't know if you can encounter with, for example, the song of Queen, "We Are the Champions." It's supposedly end, "We are the champions of the world," but now it doesn't end that way. It doesn't end that way. It just ends, "We are the champion." And also it says, I thought in the song, what I remember is "They are the losers." Now it says see them losers. We don't. It changed. Something changed. It's like in this
Really?
reality that we are now.
Something did
Things,
change. Yeah,
yeah,
you're right.
and with the also with the Snow White, I think it says a mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the I don't know beauty of
Fairest of
them
them
all?
all. Yeah,
Fairest on the
fairest.
wall.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't says mirror, mirror on the wall. It says magic mirror on the wall. So I'm like, okay,
Ah.
yeah, there's
Sure does.
a lot of things has changed in this reality. Also, with I understand with our organs, the heart.
Mm-hmm.
What I remember was on the left hand side of your
Mm-hmm.
chest, the left side, but now
Mm-hmm.
the heart in the middle. Now the people that remember that they say the heart was always in the middle, they are from the new timeline.
Hmm.
So apparently there's been two timelines that has converged in one, and I know the people, the cabal, has been trying to shift the timeline to the newer timeline, but it changed. Something changed
Yeah.
it there.
I remember when I was a kid, I heard that people
Yep.
always said that it was on the left, but in reality, it was more towards the center than the left.
Yeah, but
Mm.
now
And I,
now
I knew a guy who had his heart on the right hand side.
but
Right hand
now it's
side.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah,
his
you
heart
have
was on the wrong side.
you have symmetric people too that being born that the organs are on the other side is opposite. You have that case too.
Yeah.
But now the heart is completely in the middle.
Hmm. That's a good
Okay.
protective spot for it. That's good. Got that
Okay.
that breastplate right in front of it.
Yeah, exactly, for protection.
Yeah, I like that.
So I don't know.
Excellent.
The timeline thing, that's always been a bit sketchy with me, especially when a lot of things don't seem to make sense. Something seems out of place, and I think I have heard along the lines of timelines crossing over to some degree.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's
Well,
interesting. That is
that
interesting.
was with the Philadelphia experiment. We were wondering as if like the state of mind of the people had an effect on what happened to them. If the experiment was more about the minds of the sailors than actually the effects of the emitters that we're using.
It's connected with Montauk.
Mhm.
So I think, yeah, I think it was like a kill two birds with one stone kind of thing. Because Montauk is, and they had that chair,
Okay.
amplified psychic abilities.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I always mention something about Montauk and don't
Okay.
go searching for Montauks.
Yeah.
It's amplified psychics and military connected.
Mhm. Well, they do
Yeah.
know the frequency that will amplify our ability to remote view. They do
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were doing that, and I think it was remote viewing and astral travel,
Yeah.
and then different types of magics and such.
Yeah. Who knows how far they pushed it or what they actually did
Yeah,
with it.
right.
Hi, James. Good to see
Apparently,
you.
they went quite a long ways with it. Of course, allegedly.
Because they can manipulate our emotions with it quite easily, and they do. My wife notices
Yes,
it
they do.
because it comes with a certain power level. In my area, 68, people's emotions start getting all wonky, and then from 70, when it goes higher, you would think their emotions would get worse, but they don't. They actually start to feel ill, so they become more sympathetic.
Is that hertz or temperature or what?
That's on a Tesla scale of 1 to 100.
Tesla scale. Okay.
Yeah, how much radiation is being put out. What it does is it tabulates all the sources in your area and gives you a rating out of 100
How do you check on that?
with an app.
Oh yeah.
EMF.
Yeah, it's called the
EMF
electrosmart.
app?
It's not an EMF meter like you would think. It's totally different. An EMF meter will register things like your wires, in your house and things like that. This is specifically designed to measure the radiation coming off of devices. Give me a second.
Huh.
All my notifications are coming on because I just pulled this out of its case. I keep it in a case so it doesn't get any signal. Okay, there's a lot of them.
Max, have you encountered that they have risen the level of radiation, which is, whereas they say is deadly, they have risen it up, put it more up, say no, now it's not at 5 is deadly, but at 7. Same with the Richter scale. They've moved it. I don't know if you encountered that.
I haven't noticed that, no. So like, okay, I see what you mean. So they made the higher levels less damaging.
Smart.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
They've been doing a bunch of stuff like that lately.
Oops. Sorry. Okay, so this is the
increase.
ElectroSmart. This is the front page of it. This gives you a live reading of what's going on. Now down here, it has every source that's around you and how much exposure it's giving you.
Oh wow, I need to get that.
Okay. It also keeps a record. Oops. Go back. So you go to statistics, and it keeps a record for you of what readings they've been doing.
And it's called ElectroSmart?
Yep. And a couple weeks ago, they made a bunch of people sick by. I lost a guy at work for 2 days because he got sick on a Monday.
Yeah.
Well, he got sick on the weekend, but you can see the red marks there. He's very susceptible to this. Every time they do this, he gets sick. He's been double jabbed and totally.
Well, that don't help.
Yeah, no. So
At least
also you can go into
live.
each individual day and see what they do throughout the day. There are specific times of day that they like to hit you. They do randomize it though, but usually they like to do you around 5. They like dinner times and when you go to sleep a lot. Anytime you're interacting with your families, they try to interrupt that, interrupt your sleep. So yeah, been following this for 4 years since before the beginning of the pandemic, and there was an exact correlation between the rise in EMF radiation at the beginning and the
I'm gonna get that.
number of people going in to the hospitals. So
yeah, that stuff is no fun. I got dropped in the streets of Seattle with something. I'm pretty sure it was that. Maybe more of a targeted one, but or an early 5G test or something. Just walking down the street with my friend, and it didn't affect him. Or maybe I think he kind of noticed something, but I got hit. I fell, and I was, I was much healthier than I am now. Just walking along and dropped in the street, and it's like something hit me, and I was bad the rest of the day.
yeah,
all
me and my
evening.
wife got hit at the same time once walking along, and we both had the same effects: nausea in the stomach, like a knot. Our legs got weak, felt dizzy. We went inside a mall to try to help out, but that didn't help. We had to go to a forest and ground out for an hour or so. That kind of helped, and then we had a nap. And yeah, they can hit you pretty hard.
Yeah, it was no fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to an arcade right after that, and even though it was inside and there are a lot of electronics around, but there's nothing really it just couldn't get better.
Yeah.
Eventually, I couldn't enjoy anything, so.
There's a spot in my building. I used to come home via the basement, and I'd be walking through there, and all of a sudden I'd get a flickering on the edge of my eye, and then I'd start to get a little dizzy, and then I'd start falling to the right, and it happened quite a lot, and I couldn't figure it out, so I brought a meter down there, and where I start getting flickering in my eyes, there's a rise in the radiation level, and yeah, sent my wife down there to check it too. she found the exact same thing, exactly where I said it would be. And
Oh,
yeah, I
wow.
just don't go down there anymore.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Yep.
Maybe if you've got something that can mitigate it, until then,
Well,
you know?
I've got everything so far that I can think of. The grounding devices that I've made and silver line clothing seems to help quite a bit.
Yeah, that stuff does help.
So yeah, but I could send her down there today. The same. It's a convergence of signals. I don't think it's anything nefarious. It just happens to be that the Wi-Fi in that area is very heavy because of some converging signals.
So in the Middle Ages, they would have thought it was a ghost or something, or a demon.
Yeah, I don't know, haunted area or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
roost area.
I guess it sort of is a haunted area, just haunted by
Mhm.
electromagnetic and
Yeah,
convergence.
unfortunately, I know I know people that don't seem to have any effects from it, but then they have all these health problems they're taking pills for.
Yeah, right.
So it seems like it's more of a surface thing on some people, and some people it travels in deep inside to get the organs and stuff. Hey, Three Fingers, how you doing?
Maybe it doesn't affect them because they're already, yeah, on pharmaceutical. The vibration is already low.
Maybe. My wife
I know.
doesn't seem as affected, but she's a type O blood, and she drains batteries, so it seems like she's naturally grounded on her own. She does have a few medical problems, though, but that I think are caused by that.
Mm. Oh, so your wife is a O? Is it O positive or O negative?
O negative.
O negative.
I'm O positive.
I think she's.
Yeah,
O.
I'm also O positive. Till I know. Last time I asked if they did a check if I'm negative. I didn't get an answer. So I don't know. But the O's are universal. They can give everybody the blood.
You guys drinking beer there? Hold on, they're drinking beer in chat.
Bud Light. They drink Bud Light.
Did I just hear Bud Light?
Only in the chat, apparently.
I'm smoking some bud if that
Shit.
counts.
Bud Light.
But not Bud
Nice and
Light.
Killian's Irish
there you
Red.
go.
They might be safe.
Those are heavy buds.
Bud
Right?
Light.
Killian's
That's
Irish
funny.
Red. That sounds alright. Bud Light though, yeah. Watch out for
Bud
that
Light.
stuff. It's in the water. I mean, that's what happened to Olympia Beer, right? It went down after the guy went down, allegedly in the stall with another guy. Yeah.
Oh, their spokesperson.
I haven't seen Olympia Beer in a long time.
Was that their spokesperson or something?
I think it was one of the big people there. It's got caught. Yeah.
Oh, now they put him on a pedestal. You know.
Yeah. Right.
You know.
Of course, the beer might go down like Bud Light, but wise, not so wise. Yeah. Seems like a bad idea. I don't know. I don't remember what Olympia's beer was really about. So it was way back when, but
I don't think
I know
the
that went away.
polarity of the blood changes, Jargo. I think it stays the same throughout your life. I'm pretty sure on that. And the positive isn't. Well, the positive is whether it's positive for the rhesus gene, the rhesus monkey gene, they claim. I don't know about that anymore. I don't know if I trust their
The
genetics
rhesus monkey.
anymore. So we're supposed to be related to monkeys, which is, I don't know if that's.
Yeah, I don't know about
made
that.
a new talk of the monkey men, but
I think the monkeys are related to us.
Did you see what Squirrel Sniper put in the chat yesterday, Max or
What's that?
Pamela, about something what Neil deGrasse was saying about what did he say? Something about white folks being apes. It was Squirrel Sniper that put it in there, but I forgot to even put it up on the screen to let you guys look at it because I think someone was over talking. I can't remember. But it was quite interesting. I wanted to touch on that subject yesterday, but maybe next Friday we can revisit that.
All right. We can go for it now.
I don't
I
think
have
any of
I
us are
haven't got the link.
Oh,
I haven't
I
got the
don't think
link.
humans are related to apes. Maybe we have some genes of them, but I think we're closely related, more related to the dolphins. What I understand, the dolphins, close
Dolphins.
Those
than
dolphins
apes.
are smart.
Yeah, that's
Very smart.
plausible.
They're
I don't know. I
clever.
think
Yeah.
all the creatures were here from the beginning. I think so. If there was,
Yeah.
unless they, yeah. I think everything was here from the beginning. At least all the elements of it, in different forms and amalgamations, like
I
the
think we got
chimera.
mad scientists making weird things like
Because in the ancient
taking.
stories, there was Tiamat, the dragon, right? And she gave birth to monsters. And some of those monsters were scorpion men, fish men, and other animals.
Yeah, like chimeras.
Yeah, but they were all mixed up. And but all the elements for almost every animal that's here is pretty much there. Even like tentacles and stuff like that are on a dragon, wings, beaks, all of it. You know, the human form, at least the top half in some of the drawings of the human form was here. Whether it looked exactly like us or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
So it could be that the monkeys came from us instead of us coming from the monkeys. Could be a total
That-
reversal.
That's what I'm thinking.
That could
Mad
just be
scientists
some
take the humans
some
and
weird
pulls out the stuff,
child,
makes a
some
monkey
weird
and an ape.
inbred child or something.
Yeah.
Well, we're a hybrid. We have, in our DNA, we have different strains of other ET, of what I understand, more than 12.
Well, in
different
us,
types.
there's the DNA to make a crab. You know, if we
Yeah.
you know if we turned out like a crab, you know. So all the animals' DNA does exist, even in us. So it's just
Fear the
whether it's
crab cat.
activated, right?
Yeah.
Oh, have a good day, Toth. So I
Toth
think that's a
taking off.
cool way to think of it, that maybe monkeys came from us instead of us coming from monkeys. Maybe they're a downgrade of the human form.
Good to see
Yeah.
you, Toth.
Yeah, coming from
Maybe they
monkeys
was
doesn't feel right.
maybe they was created to do our bidding, but somewhere along the line they wasn't quick enough to learn the ropes, so we threw them into the jungle.
Yeah. Or some people think they
Mm.
would have been genetically altered to make us or something. It's Enki and
Yeah,
Enlil
something.
changing us.
I just can't buy the whole evolution thing. It doesn't work right.
Yeah.
The Darwinian evolution for humans just doesn't work right.
Yeah.
Not without
it
a mad
doesn't.
scientist or an alien
There's a point in the
or God.
in what they show as the records where the human chest cavity goes from a teardrop shape like an ape straight up to a barrel shape. There's no intermission between that. It just goes teardrop to a barrel.
Hmm.
So what happened in between there? You know, could have been the atmosphere changed and we needed a bigger chest cavity, but apes seem to breathe just fine right now with a chest cavity like that. So that really doesn't hold water.
Yeah, apes breathe quite well.
Yeah. So I don't know. I would say,
Yeah, the in-between stuff is just not really there.
yeah.
I'm saying mad scientist or aliens.
Or they were here from the beginning as a chimera, or
It could
be somebody changed them or made them. There's the angels.
Certainly not getting the truth from the scientific.
The angels
people
that
that
took
forgot
200 of every animal and mated with them. And
Damn.
I don't know. If they were all
Some
born
people
on
have a
this
lot of fun with
planet,
that.
if they were all made on this planet, they would have all, in my thinking, come from Tiamat. So they'd all be like cousins. No matter what form you were, you would have been a cousin. And pretty much
Tiamat.
able to interbreed. So who knows what weird, strange creatures there were in the beginning of our planet. And they didn't, we think of breeding like when we have breeding, but for them it was eggs and sperm, more like fish. So you could just scatter stuff everywhere and have it germinate and give birth to a creature, because there were creatures born out of the earth.
Like in Libya?
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
those
all
things
over.
are everywhere.
They're actually all over North America too, and not so much in Australia, but many other places. Yeah.
Interesting. You think they came from Tiamat?
Yeah.
What I understand, the
You haven't?
sun.
Have you seen my work on Libya?
No, I have to check it out.
Okay, Libya is labia. It's a big vagina, dude.
Yes, it is.
It's a giant vagina. There are penises all over the planet
Damn.
that are spewing
Not
out sperm. I can give you a
They can
close
point
up.
them out too.
I can point them out to you. I can give you a close up of a 1 mile long sperm down to about one that's about a few meters long. They're everywhere.
the
I just saw the
obelisk.
ground with them.
And there's
There
eggs
they are.
everywhere too.
The obelisk is supposed to represent the penis. The obelisk.
Well, it should be two of them then.
2 penises?
Yeah, because dragons have two penises.
Whoa.
And dragon
Right.
vaginas have two things.
Really?
Yep, and they look like two penises. Here, I'll show you.
Learn
Oh,
something
oh
new
yeah.
today.
I what I understand in China in the lab, they already made dragons, small little dragons.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
that as well.
Yesterday. I didn't watch it yet.
Yeah, I
Though.
see it.
It's worth watching.
Yeah.
Through here.
Yeah, they look cute, don't they? The little dragons.
Yeah, they look cute. They look cute. In America, what I understand, they were genetically modified. They wanted to control spiders, and it's easily for control them build a robot. And they had made spider with wings too small, and they built also
Yeah.
they made giant spider like as big as a Volkswagen Beetle, and 5 of them escaped in the
Wow.
U.S. They escaped. So I don't know what the
Great.
update was.
Just what we all need. Giant flying
Yeah.
spiders.
So
Yeah.
here's the structures we're looking for. Okay. See these long tube-like structures? These are both on male and female. Now, the dragon
The
penises and vaginas are close to this one in the middle and the one on the right-hand side. They're a bony fish, and I forget what this one is.
oh my God, they got weird stuff there.
Yeah. Okay. Pay special attention to these here, these forms here as well. They're called the testes. They have several testes, by the way, depending on the orientation. The testes can also be up here on the end.
Several testes?
Yes.
Like more than 2?
Oh, what was that?
Like
I'm
60?
not sure. In some case, they may have 3 or 4, but in most cases, they seem to have 2. So 2 testes, and for some reason, there's a kidney attached to their genitals as well.
Okay.
Okay, so we're looking for that structure. First, we'll show you the testes, the ones in the middle. See the ones in the middle there? Kind of a heart shape.
Heart-shaped testes. Am I looking at the right thing? Oh, wait, you're up.
There they are. Too close. There are 2 heart-shaped things right there. See those?
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Okay. Now we'll back out and show you the rest of it too.
Huh.
You remember those long structures? Those 2 long
Yeah.
structures? Okay, so along here, this one is going along out to the dark end. It's all, you saw the end of the other one on the right-hand side. That was all flagellated and had bumps all over it. Well, there it is there. And over here we have a field of sperm. All spilling down here.
Oh, it's everywhere.
Okay.
George is
Also
funny.
over here on the other side, we have another line going up here. This one's much more decayed, but it's still there. And it goes up to a field of sperm.
Dragon orgy.
Dragon orgy.
Let me show you
That's funny.
Did y'all see what Yargo said?
what he said.
I haven't. I haven't seen the chat for a moment.
He's like, now y'all did it. Going to close. Let's find our swamps.
So here's Libya the labia.
Oh shit.
Here's Libya the labia.
Lydia and Libya the
And-
labia.
And we can see a large opening right here, down at the bottom, around the middle, right?
This is where
Also
Lydia
up the
met
top here, we have a long
Beetlejuice.
structure up here, okay, coming up to a crenellated end. You see that? This structure right here in the middle? That's one of the penises. Well, on a girl, it's, I guess, I don't know what it's called.
Like the hyenas? Remember the
Um,
hyenas got those really long clitoris things that look like a
Yeah.
penis?
Yeah.
But they
Yeah. Okay, now here's...
Is it like that, maybe?
It could be, yeah. Where are we here?
Damn.
Because those female hyenas are hung. They look like boys. I'm glad I'm not a hyena.
I'll find you. Oh, there you are. Tell me what that looks like to you.
Yeah.
Whoa. It's a giant one.
That's a giant one. That's about a mile long.
Oh my god.
So you take that and you mix it with the egg, and you get something like this. This is one with smaller sperm coming at it. All that black around it and is sperm. But here's a fetus at about 8 weeks in human terms. You ever seen a fetus at about 8 weeks? They kind of look like an elephant. They have a really bulbous head. Just like that.
Yeah.
Going.
I've seen some of that stuff. I think it's Chicago Museum of Natural History. They showed all the different levels of
Yep. You can even see where his brain cavity was up here.
really interesting stuff to see.
There was where
Highly
his brain
recommend it.
cavity was. That might even be some of his skull. Not sure. You can see where his heart is.
Is this
There.
a crime scene?
No, this is Google Earth or maps. There's his
Is it
heart.
like an ancient crime scene?
Maybe. The people of the past seem to like to go around stomping on these.
Stomping on them?
Yeah, I'll show you that in a moment.
That's what I said before, Max. I said this realm looks like a murder scene. It don't look like anything brand new. It's like a murder scene. We got
that thing
brought into a
Yeah.
murder scene.
Yeah, London. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's got, it does have. I don't know why. I agree though.
That
Because
thing
all the
could have
parts are
grown
there.
Yeah, fully.
It's a bit messy.
Yeah.
That thing could have grown to become one of these. You see a dragon in that? There's the head. There's the body. Tail.
Huh.
He even has wings and feathers.
Ah.
But now
At
you've got
first,
me
I
on
just
my-
saw the land and stuff, but after you explained it for a while, everything just changed. And I saw it. It was like a matter of maybe 2 or 3 seconds, and I just saw it all from not
I'll
saying
show
it.
you
So I was
that
like,
people like stomping on these things.
what kind of people? Are these giants or something?
Yeah, these are 400-meter long feet.
So
Footprints.
way back when, okay.
400 meter long. Those are the
Yeah.
Nephilims then.
Yeah.
The
Higgins.
Titans.
the big
Yeah, it
ones.
sounds like Nephilims and
So
Titans.
there you can see a
Rephaim.
good footprint with all the toe marks and stuff. Just looks like it's in sand, but that's 400 meters long, 400 to
Yeah.
600. And he just walked along and he saw an egg. So he stomped on through the egg.
Wow. So maybe it
That
was all
over to the
happy,
side.
like dragon
Oh,
nest, and then someone came along and stomped it out.
Yep, could be. But yeah, they stomped it out. And here, I'm not sure if this is an actual footprint, but if it is, it's massive. That one's a mile long, if it's a footprint.
So
Oh,
basically,
interesting.
in the past, you could have seen the giants from space. You could have seen them walking down.
Probably,
They're
yeah.
big.
I think so, yeah.
Can you
But
imagine
let's
it?
go to Yemen and show you another. This is definitely a mill dragon. Here we have a long structure here, going along out to a dark end with a bunch of bumps all over it. And here we have a huge 300 miles of sperm. Oh, and these the male penises are usually 50 miles long.
Damn.
Oh, that's crazy. So
And
freaking huge.
as they have two, you can also see the remnants. It's buried. Oops, of the other one on the other side.
Yeah, they're penis of a dragon or another dragon?
Other penis. The other penis. The same one.
So would you say Earth is a female
Yeah.
dragon?
Yes, I think so. Tiamat is a female.
Oh,
Oh,
that's right, because Tiamat's huge.
Yeah, Tiamat. You can see
See,
Tiamat's face in China.
okay.
that's why I spotted Phoenix type thing as well in China.
Right there. So this area where Xinjiang is, that's the eye of Tiamat. You can see the nose ridge running down to her nose. You know, I like doing this. Hold on. This is fun.
This looks like the stuff that you got, London, with micro and macro.
Can you guys see that good?
Yeah.
Okay, let me. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an eye rape for a second. That's not really that good. Okay. Oops. Oh, my screen went funky. There we go. Give me 1 second here. Where'd my pen go? So I'll just do it with my. There it is. This freaks a lot of people out too. Actually, all I have to do is do this, and you should be able to see it all. There's an eye. So there's the eye of Tiamat. Right
Oh, that's a
there.
good idea. The dry erase.
Yeah. There's the jawbone. Here's the beard. Comes over here. Goes up around. The other eye. Couple of things up there. There are horns up here. And horns up here. Oops, kind of squiggly, but. So that's Tiamat.
I can't see the horns all the way. Yeah, thank you.
There we go.
Her other eye is squished over here. So yeah, and that may be her mouth. I'm not sure if that's just. It could be that her mouth is down here, and that's one of the scales, because there's often a scale that looks like an M on the front of a lot of lizards. So I'm not sure on that. Yeah, that's Tiamat.
It's interesting. I feel like I think I've located another bird in that region as well. Actually, I might show you a bit later.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Interesting.
So,
Yeah,
there we go.
that's very interesting.
So yeah, that's
What
Yeah, it
time?
is.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
yeah.
seeing
If you go
dragons all
back
over
to
the
the
place.
story, yep. If you go back to the story of Marduk and Tiamat from the Sumerian, it explains the story really well, and it shows why we have all these weird things all over the planet, like dragon penises and dragons and all that kind of stuff.
I'm seeing maybe Tiamat facing the other way too. Facing to the left? I don't know, maybe I have to check it out.
Whole body. This is one of my favorite dragons
Maybe it's another dragon.
because I
Are
love
there
the
lots of
colors on
dragons?
them. Oh yeah, there's many. There's stories about them too. Quetzalcoatl. I know where Quetzalcoatl is. Typhon.
Quetzalcoatl is the feathered serpent? Is that right?
Yep. Yep. This one's really cool because you can see part of the spinal cord in it. It weaves up along that like an S. Can you see that? And up at the top is his head. I'll show you. We'll go into his eye, but you can see his dragony head. And there's his eye. His it at the bottom. It seems like his head has been squished down quite a bit, so you don't see much of the side, both sides. It's more of the top view. There's his eye, and most of these dragons have stuff coming out of their mouths. You can see a long, thin train of it. I'll show you his spine, though. Really cool. See the white bone of his spine. I don't know how many vertebrae they had.
Oh, wow.
There seemed to be quite a few.
It does look like vertebrae.
So that's one of my favorite. Yeah. There's also Typhon, who had the calves of a man and the tentacles of and tentacles. I don't know. They didn't say of what, but uh, he had legs like a man and tentacles. An interesting mix. It's the one in North Africa.
Like a gorgon?
Right here. He's spitting out his venom onto a fish. Can you see the fish right there? Giant fish.
I think so.
I can see it. Yeah.
Fishy.
There's
Yes.
the. I'll go and show you the fish scales. There's the fish's scales right there.
Fishy, fishy, fishy.
Okay. And that fish is being spat on by a dragon who's putting all this nasty stuff out of his dragony beard or whatever. I'll show you the nasty stuff. The nasty stuff. Looks like venom. If you've ever seen venom under a microscope. Isn't that gnarly looking? And nothing grows
Oh,
there.
wow.
Nothing grows there.
Well, if
Too
it's venom,
toxic.
apparently it did his job, yeah.
So here's
Totally
the dragon
toxic.
head. Here's his head. You can see his red eye will go into his eye. Right there. So that's his eye. They always draw dragons with all that feathery type stuff, all
Oh,
that
wow. There it is.
veiny stuff. Yeah. So there's the dragon. And he goes all the way along the north of Africa. He's got a really long neck. Oh, I should show you his scales too, so you can identify those later. See all those diamond shapes? Those are his scales. And those run all the way down. And the story of this dragon is Typhon and Zeus had a battle. and Zeus cut his neck. And there's even a cut line in his neck. Right there.
Oh yeah.
He goes all the way down here. He covers almost all of North Africa. And I don't know if you can see those two ham bone shapes there in the middle of the screen. Those are his legs. And they're supposed to be the shape of human legs, but they have tentacles on the bottom. And we'll show you Quetzalcoatl, because that's a fun one. I love him. You would think he would be in South America because he's a Mayan tradition. But no, here he is in North America. So right there is his dragon head in the middle. What's going on that? And then you can see his nose. That may be his nostril right there on the end. But there's some stuff coming out from there, headed down this way. And if you look at it, it's not a dead zone per se, but there's not a lot growing here compared to other areas. That's supposed to be his dragony breath. And you can see on Quetzalcoatl, let's back out a bit, all of his head feathers. They're a little hard to see because they're covered in trees. You see the lines running on the top of his head, running out. They're quite long. They go from where it says Cherokee Nation all the way over to Arkansas on the map. Those are his head feathers.
Arkansas?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And he runs up the East Coast, all the way up here. I'll show you his feathery tail. Can you see where his head feathers were? They're actually kind of a squarish shape. It goes along like that.
Okay, yeah.
You remember the drawings of him? He's got those gigantic head feathers.
Yeah, I remember. I remember the depictions. Yeah, the drawings of the what's it called? Where they have carvings, I want to say.
Yeah. So here's his tail. It's a big feathery tail. All the dragons seem to have big plumes on the end of their tail. And the neat thing about this dragon is, guess where we can find some of the anatomy on these. You know how we can find the genitals? Well, that also includes the bum hole. And here we are in Washington, D.C., which is bum hole of Quetzalcoatl.
Max said that as well. Keep going, Max.
Wow.
Keep going.
That fits.
Actually, that was
Imagine
the
that.
presentation.
I think that's 420 for me. I think that's a 420 pull for me. I'll be right back and spark up.
Awesome.
I just rolled one.
So cheers to that, guys. You're being run by a bum hole.
Oh my, that's funny.
Hi, Teresa.
I'll smoke to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. This.
Yeah, the genital stuff is it's comedy in itself. It's pre-made comedy. Come on. And they, how do you know to put DC there? They must have known.
They got to know.
Right?
DC.
These guys have the ancient knowledge. They know where these stories come from.
I don't believe in coincidences.
Well,
Yeah, do you have TP for my bunghole? Remember the great TP shortage of 2020? Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh,
I must have
yes.
pee-pee for my bunghole.
Mm. I remember those days, Beavis and Butthead.
The show is
Right?
great.
Yeah, classic. Classic. Do you know what? To be honest with you, that used to actually scare me when I was a child. Just the faces of them.
Yeah, they are sketchy and they vibrate. It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah,
They
vibrate.
vibrate.
They
Oh
do,
yeah,
don't
they
they?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of sit there and they're like all sketchy and and the drawings don't match, so they vibrate and it's really weird. I don't know.
It's like they were laughing while they drew them.
Yeah, or high or something. Really high
Probably.
or drunk. I can't draw when I'm drunk, so I'd say drunk.
Mhm. So hold on, what's this? Okay, cool. So that's got a message from my mate. Don't know what he's on about. Send another one. Cheers. Yeah, Beavis and Butthead. That was the good old days. So
Didn't they make a new movie with that or a new show or something?
a new one?
I heard something about that. Maybe I dreamt
Okay.
it.
Maybe, but that, do you know what? That wouldn't be a bad shout. Everything else seems to be getting remaked. I wonder who's going to take that opportunity to remake a Beavis and Butthead.
Oh
That'd be a
yeah.
good shout. That'd be a good shout.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
They
thought I
couldn't
saw
woke
well,
it.
something about
They
it.
couldn't wokerize it enough. Hopefully.
oh, they could. They could so woke that.
You think so?
Oh,
Don't
sure.
say that.
Just fire the writers, the original writers, and hire some woke dudes and girls. You know. Oh, that could be so bad. Oh my god.
It could be horrible. It could be really good though too.
Yeah.
Everything that went woke went broke. Look with Star Wars. They went
You might-
woke and they
That's
didn't get
true.
that much.
Yeah.
Bud Light, anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Go
like
woke, go broke.
yeah.
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead could drink Bud Light and see what happens to them.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the
Yes,
woke
hey,
culture
free
seems
beer.
to be welfare culture too, right? So, you know, like $5 million for every black person in America. You get your free college tuition. Who knows what else they're going to promise, right?
Oh, the reparation. But the reparation is shit because they were in America. A lot of people don't know there were like 3,000 black Americans that owned black slaves too, and
Oh
not
yeah,
only the black people slave. You had they took the Muslim, took the white slave, took European as slaves. So
yeah.
and
Most
you
people,
had the
Yes.
most people that live here now never owned slaves, nor did their families. So
exactly
but
No, I've
exactly.
got relatives with
they were going
good
for
connection.
$5 million a piece. Okay, so in these days you can say I identify as black, so maybe I could get 5 million too. But
Yeah,
in
yeah.
any case, right? You do that at some point. A cup of coffee is going to be like $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not gonna. Where are they gonna get the money from? They're gonna have to just print it, like make it up,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So
The people is gonna pay for it
yeah,
afterwards. Yeah.
it's ridiculous. It's like the college loans. Where the college debt loan forgiveness. That didn't happen, right? So
No, they prefer to send 200 billion to Ukraine.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Sad but true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see, everything is backward. Everything is backward. They're working backward.
Yeah. And every system's infiltrated. Like they complain about water for the indigenous people, but you go up to some of these places where they're demanding to have fresh drinking water, and the chief's got a $3 million yacht parked on land.
True.
Well, that's where'd the money go? Well, it's sitting on dry dock, and you can't afford to run it, but he bought it.
Yeah.
That
I've
happens in a
encountered.
lot of cases.
Yeah, I've encountered that same story with Shell. I talked with the engineer that worked at Shell in Nigeria, and found a land where they can dig oil, and they approach the chief. He say to buy their land, and they give them money. And the
Yeah.
chief took it and go and leave the village and go buy a house for himself and leave the people there. You know, so
Oh,
they fucking
wow.
up their own people. Yeah, they're blaming the white man, but there's the own blacks fucking up their own people. You know, and with the slave trade, the white man they don't go, or light skinned man they don't go catch them slaves. It's
Yeah.
the black people there that catch the other weaker tribe and sell them to the light skinned people. That's but they forgot about that story.
Yep.
I don't
I've
know.
heard
There's
that
so much.
happen.
This
There's so
story
much
upsets a
fuckery.
lot of people, but there's the indigenous schools where they're talking about all the Native Americans that were killed and buried near at these schools, these Catholic schools in Canada, but they haven't dug up one body or done any autopsy on any of the bodies, so they don't know how old the people were. They don't know what they died of. They have absolutely no idea. And those schools were in use for like over 100 years, a lot of them in many cases. You find 20, 30 bodies. Well, over
That's
100
sad.
years, that's really not a lot of people, you know. It's sad that they're actually dying at schools, but there has been a lot of diseases that come through that affect the native people.
That's
So we
true. We
don't,
got to keep
we,
it in
we,
proper context.
yeah, they've already taken it out of context and given just the government a day off with pay. Nobody else gets the day off, just the government. You don't.
Just the government. Huh?
The indigenous people don't get the day off, just the government. So,
Wow.
That's in Canada.
yes,
Ah,
it's
damn.
ridiculous. They just propped up the story to give themselves another day off.
They're no better here. We're
They
gonna
didn't.
have
They didn't help out. They didn't go and exhume any bodies. They didn't do any autopsies. They did nothing except declare a day off and give themselves free pay.
That
Yeah, we're
sounds like
no
something I
better down
do.
here in Arizona. We have people, the Title 42 stuff ending, and so we're supposed to be like getting all kinds of people here.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you guys gonna be
Lucky.
invaded.
Apparently,
Yeah,
You
the
guys got
cartels are running
I live
people
down
down.
here.
Apparently, the cartels are running people down at their wherever the centers where they go
Hmm.
because they're not paying their money because they can get across for free now.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
it's
Wow.
nuts.
What I understand, Arizona is controlled by the Sinaloa cartel.
Yeah, yeah.
They
Down to our governor is on the cartel's payroll.
Mm-hmm.
yes, not Carrie Lake, the other one. I
No,
forgot
no,
the
I
other
no.
one.
think Mayorkas is definitely on the payroll. The way
Who?
that guy
Carrie
blank
Lake's my
stares
girl.
everybody.
No,
Oh
Carrie
man,
Lake is very good. Carrie Lake,
Yeah,
I think
I
she's
like
a
her.
president candidate. You know, vice president. She could run with Trump. She's good. She's straightforward. Doesn't give a
Yeah,
fuck. You know, she doesn't fall under the media shit. So she's good. But the other one
yeah,
is Katie Hawks or something. It's
yeah,
called.
yeah.
She is fully corrupt. She is
She's
bad, but yeah,
worthless.
Fully corrupt.
yeah,
She's
yeah,
worthless.
yeah.
Like
She
kids on
worked
a
for
pig
the cartel.
worthless.
Yeah, yeah. She worked
we
for the
had
cartel.
we had two hopefuls for being not corrupt. We had Pierre Polyev and Maxime Bernier, but it seems that Polyev is totally on board. I don't know. He's a climate guy. He's been doing other things. We're losing him. So
I heard something about people. There's something about people dropping fireballs from helicopters in forests
Yes,
to
I saw
blame
that.
on the climate thing.
Yeah, I
oh,
saw. I got a video on that. Yeah, they're doing. They also use laser with planes. They shoot laser. Also, there you
Yeah,
can
like
see
the
that.
directed
yeah,
energy.
that'll call
Yeah,
down lightning. Yeah, they use that to use lightning. The laser will cause a lightning strike.
Oh
also.
yeah, I've seen directed energy weapon, and also the laser caused the lightning. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So,
I
and
saw
I've
them
seen
shoot.
drones. I've seen drones going around. They have them in Canada to do it to start fires on purpose because we do controlled burns. but they just shoot down gasoline right onto the tops of the trees. So they can do that easily. But yeah, to
Yeah,
have them grown up there, they have other ways too. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, they have different ways. I saw also them shooting a laser into volcano, getting it active.
Really?
When yeah, I saw
I
that.
saw that.
I've heard
I
of
saw
that.
that as well. I seen that. Yeah, I seen that. Crazy.
So yeah,
I've heard of it.
Yeah. Wonder why they wouldn't do that with HARP. I wonder if HARP would be capable of that, heating up a
I think
volcano.
I think the harp, yeah, maybe. And it seems like
Yeah,
it puts those waves in the sky with the clouds.
it's
The clouds.
atmospheric, they say, but there's no reason you couldn't, I don't know, direct it at the ground, or a
oh
mountain.
yes, you're right. Because what I understand, the harp is a multiple purpose machine. They use it for communication, and yeah, with they manipulate with the Gulf Stream, but also they use it for earthquake because there
Uh-huh.
was
Yeah,
in Turkey, not far from Turkey, when the earthquake occurred, there
yeah,
was
the
a Navy
Syrian
ship.
one.
Yeah, there was a Navy ship there that had a device that caused earthquake. So they're linking up the U.S. is the one that caused
Yeah,
the
that one
earthquake.
happened in a line, like a diagonal line, right across Syria, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
earthquakes
we're
don't
good
usually
at messing
happen
up
in a
stuff,
line.
that and pipelines and everything else.
Hi, Misty World.
Sure are.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, the U.S. government, the deep state, we
That's what I
specifically
mean,
the
though. Like,
U.S.
it's bad.
Hey, Misty World.
Hi, Misty World. Welcome. Haven't seen you here before.
Burnt,
Hey,
burnt down
Misty.
paradise. Yep.
You know what I was
Absolutely.
thinking about as well, Max? Have you seen those pictures where they show like the older generation, like the Phoenicians or whatever, and they're sitting in the clouds and they've got the sun beaming down of like mirrors and it's burning the world. Have you seen that stuff?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
Cool. Now we
at the
know this is
Optimist Prize.
a
Yeah.
mirrored realm, right? What if it's actually the other way? What if they're actually shooting mirrors, lasers from down, and it's reflecting off maybe the glass dome and coming back down?
Yeah, right?
So it looks like
Double
heaven's
impact.
attacking us, but it's really just a reflection. It's shooting from down Earth, hitting up and coming back down.
Yeah, maybe. Put a Vermont up in the sky and you can amplify it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Maybe bounce it
crazy.
again.
yeah.
Weren't they doing something like that in Atlantis or something?
Oh shit!
I don't
I
know.
didn't
Yeah,
know
I think
that.
I think Atlantis didn't they kind of
'Cause,
torch the whole world?
yeah, from my understanding, they were using lasers and crystals, and it was some kind of manipulation or something that went wrong. I'll have to find that book again.
Please,
Yeah, that's
please.
cool. I haven't heard that
Yeah,
before.
I've heard that we got to be careful to not repeat the Atlantis
But that's too late.
past
We're
the.
already going this.
There's the problem. I think they're
But
using the exact
we're
same
doing the
technology.
Yeah, we're doing the
Yeah,
same
right.
things all over again. The Atlanteans
Yeah.
were censored, like they had
Yeah,
censorship like we do here. Like it's crazy the similarities. I did a video about it a while back, just like the surface level differences, or like there's a lot of the same things going on.
yeah. I
I
think
don't
all
think
this
I've seen that one
technology
yet.
stems from the
I can check
Fasces
that.
from Greece, which probably came from Atlantis.
That's
Mm.
probably why the symbolism is everywhere.
Yeah,
In the Atlantis, in the last time, what I understand, they were also heavy in genetically modified, changing beings and things like that. What they're doing now, actually, they're very advanced with the genetically modified. And what I understand in Tuxtla, Mexico, there's a underground base
I
there
cool.
where they do a lot of deep genetically modified Frankenstein stuff.
Yep.
So yeah,
Turning
Like
people to
chupacabras.
stone, genetically modifying people, they did it all.
yeah.
They were sick mothers. Yeah. But the Fasces, it's basically a microwave. It's a microwave weapon. I
Yes.
think that what they've done is just reuse that. That's pretty much what they're using is microwave technology.
But yeah,
So it's the old
because
weaponry. It's the old weaponry from the past, and they're just reusing it.
yeah, what people there that a lot of time before the earthquake happened, there's few lights that come in the sky right before the earthquake. People saw lights in the sky in Turkey, and right before the earthquake happened. So it's linked to the HARP technology,
Yeah.
changing the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Well, maybe one of these days we'll make better decisions as a society or civilization, because I just feel like we're going down the same paths.
Yeah. Well, the technology can be used for good as well
Yeah.
as evil, right?
Exactly.
So,
When are we going to do that, though?
yeah.
We got to learn
That's,
from our past.
that's
I
the,
guess
the
I think that book is important, Pamela.
well, these communications and all that, the banks and all that used to be publicly owned. And if we return to that, that would be a better situation. Then we could monitor like what they're doing is they're changing the output. If we kept the output stable, you could adjust to it somewhat, and you could also keep it much lower. It doesn't need to be as high as they're pumping it, but they have the capability to pump it about 1,000 times more, which is thick, and would probably drop us in our tracks, I bet. So yeah, I haven't figured out what to do about that, because if they ever decide to turn that on full force, I think that'll just drop everybody where they are.
I think we've got some hidden help.
I hope so. We've asked for help.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure we
have-
do, because I've asked for it too.
Yeah, we've put out public right here on this show. We've asked for public help from anyone watching. Anyone who can help us, at least take care of the technology so they can't be used as weapons against us. And we've seen orbs take out missiles in videos.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
there's
I've
also
heard that.
there's those. I did an entire show on these small football-sized orbs that inspect everything going over 150 feet.
Yes.
There's you can look up videos of meteorites coming in, and then when they look at them in the infrared, you always see when they blow up, you always see something coming in from the side hitting it. So our planet's well protected. Now, I don't know
Did you guys
who's
see
in
that space
control
shuttle
of that.
coming in that was studying the sprites that got shot down?
No.
There's the one that was studying the sprites, taking pictures of them.
Mm-hmm.
When it came back to Earth and was going to come into land from upper atmosphere, it looked like there's a trail, I don't know what you call it, but the stuff that follows a plane.
Yeah.
Now it creates a stream, right?
Yeah.
So it looked like there was a flash of lightning or something that went and caught that and rode right down into the shuttle, and it blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like it got torched.
Hmm.
Now I started checking the sprite stuff, which goes way up over, they say up into space, 20 or 30 miles or something.
Yeah. I haven't seen that. No.
Yeah, it's one of the. I think there's only been like two. There's only been two of the shuttles that blew up.
Possibly.
At least one of
Yeah,
them.
there was
Challenger.
Columbia.
One was the Challenger, right? Was that the
Wasn't
Challenger?
it the other one, the Columbia? I don't know.
The one with the
Sounds right to me.
But the
Because-
Challenger, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think that was the first one. That was the public one, wasn't it? Or am I
Yeah, because
wrong?
one of them was going up and exploded, and one of them was coming. The one that did the sprite was supposedly capturing the images of the sprites, was coming back down, and it had that
Okay.
electric stuff or whatever it was come down and follow it and blew it right up.
Yeah, I saw one where in space an orb came by and destroyed a shuttle, apparently.
I wonder if that's the same one.
But there was a bunch of debris floating around.
But you know what, Max? Have you seen that old footage, right? Of apparently it meant to be like a missile going up, and like what we're describing now, one of those orb types of thing comes and starts zapping it.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you know when I first saw that, right? I was like, "No, whatever. This is probably CGI or something fake." But now when I've come across these type of orb things, it's like, wow, what was they showing us from back then? Could this
Right?
be real footage? Like,
I think it is.
I think
it's
it is.
something that we just don't understand or
Yeah.
have explained to us.
Yeah, there are these giant 500-meter long teardrop-shaped objects that are in the permafrost up in Siberia and probably other places around the world.
Hmm.
But the French went to study them. So they tried to dig down to it, and it moved. It just,
Oh shit.
yeah. So it
Is
just
that
went
those
away.
metal thingies?
They're
Those
gigantic,
big metal things?
apparently. Yeah.
With
I
the
don't-
reindeer and stuff? The reindeer?
Those might be remnants of it. Yeah. Those might be
It was like
remnants
an
of some of
Earth
them.
protection
There's
system or
some
something?
there, yeah. And there's a good video. I used to play these all the time. Have you seen the video where there's a ship coming, something coming in towards the Earth? It's black and white, and then what you see is a bunch of sprays come up from different spots on the Earth all at the same time, and the ship just takes off.
I
Oh,
ain't seen
wow.
that one. No.
No,
No.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like it turns into Pinhead, you know.
Pinhead.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to look up to even find these things.
Oh,
I've seen a lot of that. The NASA footage.
it's on YouTube.
One,
They're all on YouTube.
yeah, one that there's going one direction slowly, then a light shoot up, and then it changed direction very fast.
Yeah, that's the one, and you can see like a curve of the Earth, like a part of the Earth.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Actually, I've
Yeah, I
seen
hope-
I
footage
think I might have seen that.
of someone on an aircraft, like a passenger aircraft, that's like a normal aeroplane,
Yeah.
and they're sitting by the window and they're filming outside, but an orb-shaped thing comes next to the plane, and the way how it maneuvers off, you'd think it's made out of elastic band. The way how it just
Oh wow.
disappears, like it was crazy. The way how the person filmed it, but they was like, "Oh my god, what is that?" And it was as quick as they saw it, as quick as gone already.
Oh, hi,
Oh,
Mary.
interesting.
And
Yeah,
how high do those planes travel? Those commercial airlines.
10,000
Uh,
feet.
Yeah,
I
around
don't
10,000,
know.
right above
I've-
10,000 feet, maybe.
Yeah.
I've heard 10,000, but I've heard 30 to 40.
30. I was
They-
gonna
they
say
can
30
go
to
higher.
40.
They can
Yeah,
go
I was
higher.
gonna say
Yeah.
30 to 40. So, you know, but even the clip that I tried to play yesterday, I didn't have all of it, but remember the jets go much higher than commercial airlines apparently,
Yeah.
when they want. So the
Oh, the
footage that I
spy
was
planes
presenting,
go way up there too. You know.
the footage that I was trying to present to you lot yesterday was of a fighter jet. He had a camera set up in his cockpit, and the camera was facing backwards, so it was viewing the whole sky behind him. But what the camera managed to capture was one of these orb things coming through a wormhole coming into our realm.
Oh wow.
It catches it all on his jet camera. You see it popping through the hole, and then it disappears. As fast as it comes through, it disappears. These things are fast. The speed
Oh,
is
wow.
unmatchable. The speed is
Yeah.
unmatchable.
Yeah. If these things wanted to do anything bad to us, they would have done it already.
exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I know for a fact that we're being watched by higher beings because the time of the let's say the Gulf War, when USSR and US had nuclear weapons pointed at each other, something came down, orb came down from the sky at the nuclear facility and disabled everything, all the weapons. And that happened in Russia too. And the Russia thought it was the US thought it was Russia. Then they found out there was something else. So this higher beings, what there's not going to be a nuclear war on this planet. They're
Yeah.
not going to
Yeah.
allow that. That I know for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, if
Yeah, we're
let's
quite
let's
safe
put out
from
the
that.
message right now. Let's ask that those beings or creatures who are watching over us, maybe helping us. You know,
I
if
think
you
they're
could
happy
help
you're
us with
saying this.
the technologies and weaponry that's being used against us, so that we can have the possibility of taking back our planet, we would
Yes.
really, really appreciate that.
I'm
You know
sure
why?
we're going to take this planet back because I see this awakening happening. 10 years ago, you cannot have talked with these things with normal people, but now I see more and more people are awakening. So there's clearly awakening happening on this planet.
Yes,
Yeah.
we need
We
the
need-
assistance. We need the
yeah.
awakening.
We need people asking for it. You know.
Yeah. Well, Max, I feel say it's more like people have to clean up their acts before people step in to help us. Like even down to
Well,
the
we have to take care of it on the personal level.
of course. So that's why I was about
our,
to say, even
yeah.
down to the animals, the consumption, how we eat the animals, how we treat the animals in these things.
Mm-hmm.
These things are part of the realm as well, which people are forgetting, right? And if we are being observed, do you think people would want to step in while we're watching us eat animals and kill each other and shit?
If we
It's
do kill
sick
animals, we
down
at
here.
least gotta do it in a respectful way.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
We're supposed
yes,
to be the caretakers, right?
There you
yes.
go.
Yeah.
So yeah, we each gotta man up.
I think it's
you know.
funny how many people want disclosure so bad, and yet they can't accept their brother and sister who might believe a little bit different politically than them, and they're like, "Oh, bring on the aliens." It's like, no, we've got a lot of work to
No,
do.
Yeah, facts.
no. When we have to
Facts.
take care of things ourselves,
Mhm.
like help
Yeah.
with the technology and the weaponry is one thing, but stepping in and saying this is how you run your society, that's another thing. We just need help with the technology. We'll take care of the rest.
I wouldn't
Miss
mind a few pointers and ideas.
B3, have you
The
ever joined
ideas
the
are out
army?
there. We have the ideas.
No. Let's say no.
Have you, Alex? You ever joined the army at
Okay.
all, Alex?
I wanted to become a jet fighter. I know a lot about airplanes and jets, but then I thought, no, I'm not gonna kill people for another person. And then I went
Good
into
man.
science
Mm.
and
Good
technology.
man. Okay, cool.
That's why I'm not in it. I don't want to do the bidding of someone else and kill people for questionable reasons.
Politicians' wars.
Yeah, usually
Exactly.
for money.
Politicians
Usually
and
for
bankers'
money.
wars.
Yeah, usually
Max,
for
you been
money.
in the army, Max?
No,
Good man.
I was in cadets. That's about it. Air cadets.
I
Didn't
done
like
sea
it.
cadets when
Didn't
I was
like it.
younger.
Didn't stay. I was
Yeah.
in scouts for many years. I liked that. That was good
Yeah,
because you learned
scout.
stuff.
I was also in scout. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Yes, God. Yeah.
Well,
I
you learn
was
how
too.
to camp and survive and take care of yourself, start a fire,
yeah.
Yeah.
do all the regular stuff around a house, all kinds of normal skills that people aren't really taught now.
I was going to say they're
I've
not
met a few
learning
of the
today.
military people. Vets.
What's that, Pam?
There's lots of stuff to learn.
Yeah.
I said the kids today can't be bothered to learn anything, or
Yeah.
even half of the adults
We,
either.
in scouts, you even had to learn how to sew, cook,
So
build.
cook, yeah.
Yeah, those are important things, right? If you don't know
Mhm.
how to do that, you don't know how to replace a button,
Yeah.
you're going to walk around with your pants hanging down.
Oh yes, you're right. Because
That's
I
correct.
mean, as an observer over here in the UK, I remember watching movies and cartoons, and the scouts used to get points and stuff for the stuff you just said.
Yeah, you get your
sewing,
merit badge.
merits. There you
Badge.
go.
Yeah.
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 What
There's
about cookies? You sell
there's
cookies,
hundreds.
Max?
No,
The girls do
we
that.
didn't sell cookies. We sold apples. We sold
The
apples.
girls sell the cookies.
Oh,
The guys do
We did the healthy
the
option.
guys do
We
the
sold
camp
apples.
stuff, and
Yeah.
the guys
We-
do guy stuff. The girls do girl
Yeah.
stuff. I think. And
Yeah.
then
that's it.
Yeah, learn
yeah,
how
but
to
yeah,
build,
sewing. You got
learn how
maintenance
to
of your
build a
stuff.
little shelter, that kind of stuff. Learning all the camping stuff, all the outdoors stuff. That's a lot of it. But yeah, the regular skills of life are also included. Very important.
Hey,
And directions. So you gotta have compasses
Yeah.
and stuff.
hey,
Know how they work.
Learn how to use a
where's
map.
where's the quality in that? While you guys are out in the forest collecting the bugs, the girls are out selling cookies.
Yeah.
The cookies are all shit now. They only have the mint. And I hate the mint.
Really? The mint ones are good.
No, I don't like the mint. They used to have
All right, I'll take the mint
chocolate
ones.
and vanilla and the mint.
I'll take
And
the
then they
mints.
brought in the mint, and that's all they've got now. That's all you can ever
Really?
fucking get. Yeah. I don't want the mint.
Well, the mint ones are pretty darn popular. I usually don't like
That's
mint
what they
stuff
keep
that much
telling me.
either.
That's what they keep telling me, but I still don't believe them.
I like all of them. They're all pretty good.
Yeah.
I prefer to smoke Girl Scout cookies, not eat them.
Jeez!
There you go.
I was waiting for that. Yeah, wicked. Good stuff.
All right, we got
I think
another
I'll
10
smoke to
minutes.
that. I think I'll spark up to that one, man.
Yeah,
Sometime
let's hit it.
now.
I got a bunch rolled up here.
I had to
To
use some
that.
edibles.
That sounds
We'll be able to
juicy.
get that tomorrow.
Edibles.
They're good.
What about shrooms?
Oh,
You got shrooms down there? I need
I
some
got some
shrooms.
of those.
Oh,
I
stop
don't have any with
teasing
me.
me. I've never had them. I want to try that shit.
Oh, you
I'm
gotta
sure
try
they're
them.
good.
Yeah, it's awesome. But you have
Yeah.
to also good because I've done shrooms,
Oh, wow.
LSD, and truffles. So just make sure I never had a bad trip. You have to turn your phone off and check you have
Yeah.
good music. And if you do it with somebody, it's a person that you trust. And
Same,
Okay.
same.
Yeah,
and
clean
music and
area.
All right.
yes,
Mm.
Clean area, music, and people you trust.
I love to do
yes.
this, Bragg. I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but you can order shrooms to your door in Canada. Like Weed Maps will deliver them.
Oh
If they're
yeah,
clean,
Okay.
I don't see why not.
I
Yeah.
just
yeah.
grow my own. I don't trust anyone that much.
Yeah,
But
I
they
need
were
to grow
pretty
my
good.
own.
I've
I gotta
ordered
do
from
that.
them a few times.
Yeah, a little heroic dose action a couple times a year. It's all that anyone ever needs.
But
That does a lot.
this is the perfect year to do it. Being a 7 year is a 7 universal year, so a spiritual year. It's a good year to if you
Oh,
do it in combination with meditation, it will enhance your experience.
Oh, if you set
yeah.
intentions too, like when I do my sacred medicine
Yeah.
sessions, I write down my intentions and I set everything up. And then, of course, afterwards, you have to allow time for integration because if you take the right dosage, you'll be like extracting things from your subconscious that you'll have, to integrate for quite some time after.
Mm,
yeah, I
that's
haven't
deep.
worked up to it, but they say 7 grams is one of the key numbers. But I think it kind of
Yeah.
depends on each
I did
person
that.
too.
I did 8.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Of
Yeah,
what the
okay.
Kibinzis?
That's funny.
Yep.
What's that,
Must be
Golden
Pete?
Kibinzis.
teachers.
Kabinsi's. I don't know what that is. What's Kabinsi's?
A type of mushroom?
Oh, okay.
Oh, oh,
The big ones?
Okay.
The ones that we got around here, the ones that grow in the wild are we call them blue ringers. And there's potent psilocybes. There's a whole bunch of them, but there's like 2 or 3 that grow a bunch, and so we just pick them. You have to find them, pick them, and they're a little bit different than the benzes, but it's the same stuff. It just has a little bit different feel to it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So it'd be like smoking weed, and you get a different strain. It's going to be a little bit different, basically the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried penis envy once. That was pretty good. A golden teacher.
I think that's what I'm growing right now.
Oh yeah, they
Penis
do.
and
They look
sticks.
like penises. They do.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nature penis, psychedelic. We call it psychedelic penis. A psychedelic penis.
Yeah.
Growing a
is.
bunch of penises.
That's all we've
Growing
been
a bunch
talking
in the
about.
dark. That's true, huh?
No.
The golden teacher is good for a meditative trip. That's what you really
That's my
want.
favorite strain. Like for
Yeah.
soul work, golden
Yeah.
teachers.
Now there's BC. I don't know what strain they are. There's wild BC mushrooms that come through every once in a while, and they are the best. They are giggly, happy, high, but they're also I think they could do almost anything because they're natural. They're like the original strain of psilocybin in the area. So many effects because of the different areas they're growing too. So you can get a completely different mix out of it. But usually they're really, really giggly high, which is a
Nice.
fun one. See, I
That's
like
so fun.
I like astral travel in that when I'm really happy. Just
See, I
like
can't do that while like on mushrooms, but I can spontaneously leave my body at times, but I can't like orchestrate it or plan it. It's so frustrating.
I can't do the rollout. I just do kind of like focus on a certain area or just randomly there I am and then go
Yeah.
from there. So it's like waking up in a dream.
Angel Wings already high, so she doesn't need mushrooms.
No.
I gotta be careful with it nowadays.
Hello,
It's
Angel
done a
Wings.
lot. Hey, Angel Wings.
Just amplified her for 6 hours. She said, "Okay." So it was
Plus,
her, but more of her.
I know, Max. I know you produce let's say silver, colored silver.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of making DMT?
I've never actually looked into that. Although now that you mention it, I do remember hearing it's not that hard. But
Yeah. I also think I'm going to try to make the DMT in the future and sprinkle it on a joint and smoke it. You can have a
okay,
good. Yeah, it's not if you is different. It's only 15 minutes you can say experience compared to the
okay.
ayahuasca. The ayahuasca will be like 8 hours something
Hmm.
heavy experience. So yeah, the DMT.
So could you make enough that you could just keep smoking it? Would that work?
I don't know. I know in England they were doing an experiment at one of the university that they can give the person, I think it was liquid, they give the person a certain dosage
Okay.
each hour that he can stay there in that round for a longer period.
Yeah.
Because normally
Well,
it's
if it's not
15.
that hard to make, you could make like a small mountain of it and just put it in a smoker and just sit
Yeah.
in the room and hotbox yourself for a few hours.
Yeah. So I think what I see people done it when it hits you, you're just gonna put the joint down. You're not gonna do anything.
Well, that's why I'm
Just,
saying you get a burner, right? Just put it on a burner.
oh yeah, you can do that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Inhale
have
it.
it there in the middle of the room in a big haze, and you can just sip it over the burner.
Yeah, you're gonna be multi-travel dimension for hours.
I already get that sometimes.
Yeah, that's a good thing to try. I don't know. Maybe I will look into making DMT. Can you get videos on it on YouTube or something?
I think I haven't looked deep into it. It just thoughts came to my mind to make one and sprinkle it on a joint. That's why I
Okay.
asked you if you ever that crossed your mind.
I've never tried DMT. Have you tried DMT?
No, DMT is the one I haven't tried yet. I've tried psilocybin, truffles, LSD, but not DMT. That's on the
Okay.
DMT
list.
is very strong. You can deal with psychedelic stuff. Be all right with it. It's just a bit much for me these days.
Yeah, I know I
How to
won't be
make
doing
DMT
7 grams of
using
shrooms
mimosa?
anytime soon.
So, okay. How to make DMT using mimosa hostels root bark. Okay. Inside a home. Okay. How to make DMT vape juice or cartridges. Quick and easy. DMT extraction from mimosa. Oh, interesting.
Hey, 1 second, Max. I've just realized, be free. You've been putting your messages in the private chat. I don't think the rest of the chat can see what you're actually typing.
Really?
You've been saying
Okay, I'm
hello
trying
to
to make sense
people.
of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been saying hello to people, but I don't think they've actually been seeing it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been trying to
Yeah.
figure this thing out. It seemed like it was working right, but thank you
If
for letting me know.
you as a panelist, if you want to send a message, you have to do it through YouTube because you're not the host of StreamYard, so you can't actually send it through StreamYard. You
Oh,
can only
really?
do private messages back here. Yeah, but you can't actually send messages. You got to go on
Oh,
YouTube
I
to
just
send it.
noticed that, yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking, I thought these people was on the panel with us, the people you're saying hello to. I was like, where are they? I can't see them. And then I realized what's happening. I was like, oh, yeah. Okay,
No,
gotcha. So
Emmett's afraid to try DMT. No.
let me just say this, Max. B. Freeman, he's been shouting out Teresa, and who else did you shout out? You shouted out a few people here.
Angel, I think.
And Marie.
Angel and Beloved, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
Said
I
hi.
just try to say hi to people. If it's either
Yeah.
say it, say it out loud or type it in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm trying to say hi one way or another.
Yeah. So your intentions are there, but it's just
yeah.
yeah. Good
Yeah,
man.
That's funny.
I'm trying to work with this
Yeah, you'll get
stuff,
it.
this program.
Look, you even done it again. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah.
It sounds like bug insecticide. What? The
Good
DMT?
man.
Oh yeah, DMT does sound like a bug.
I try. I'm also kind of
DMT
worried
sounds like
about
a bug.
cutting myself off. So
Oh yes, I used to always do that. So be careful.
yeah, that's kind of lucky to even be able to get on this way. Just normally I
Yeah,
can't. Oh, lately.
your signal's good. Your signal's good. All right,
Yeah,
guys. I think
right.
we're going to cut it off.
Hmm.
Going to go have a little bit something to eat, and then go into a chat with Lyndon and Pamela.
Good stuff. You got the email back there,
Right.
Max. I sent you
Yep.
the email. Good man. Good man. Good
Okay.
stuff.
All
Good
right,
stuff.
guys. Until next weekend. Hopefully
Lovely.
we'll see you all in class. And much love to you all. Keep that third eye open.
Take
Have a
care.
nice day, guys.
Cool.
Take care.
Peace.
Do you have
All right.
one then in a moment then?
What's that?
On London and Pamela, are you doing yours?
No, it's not a lot. It's a private chat. We're doing some work
A private chat.
for
Okay.
something he's doing.
Okay.
Thanks for
Cool.
Have a
having
good
us.
night, guys. You're welcome, Pamela. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming up, B. Freeman.
Yeah,
I'll
thanks
see
for
you
having
guys
me up.
later. Bye-bye, guys.
Have a good one.